Yeah, yeah. Now the show is about to start. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Now the show is about to start. It's about to start. Oh, yeah. Ladies. Now the show is about to start. Yeah.
Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know.
VLenore.
VLenore.
Yeah. Giving you celebrity gossip. What's going on in the news? She'll talk about beauty, interview your favorite celebs too.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know.
VLenore.
VLenore.
Oh. Now, yeah. Now the show is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Now the show is about to start. It's about to start. Oh yeah, ladies. Yeah. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. The VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. VLenore, VLenore. Yeah.
Giving you celebrity gossip. What's going on in the news? She'll talk about beauty, interview your favorite celebs too. Get ready,
Get ready,
get ready,
get ready,
get ready.
Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. The VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. VLenore,
Hi, everybody. No, it ain't Friday. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. How is everybody doing on this fine Saturday? Baby, I slept in. Well, look, if you don't go to bed until 5 and you wake up around 2, did you sleep in? I'm just asking for a friend. If you go to bed at 5 and you wake up at 2, is that sleeping in? I mean, I think it's questionable. I don't know that I actually slept in. I just think I got some sleep. Happy to be happy. That's not sleeping in. That's not. Okay. Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, thank you. Beauty is her name. I didn't even get a full 8 hours out. Like, I never sleep past like 3.5, 4 hours typically. Like, I never get any real sleep. And that's why a lot of times I'm tired throughout the day. I my eating habits are really fucked up now too, because if I'm up all night, usually I like to eat one meal a day. I know you're not supposed to necessarily, but I have been for years. And it has kind of worked for me from even like managing weight and that sort of thing, but not anymore. And I did just start taking these new vitamins, the Black Girl vitamins, the Black Girl vitamin brand. I actually am taking Chill for women who are going through menopause. Look, we talk about it all over here. Just so we're clear, we talk about all of it. Okay? Whatever I got going on, we're going to talk about it. Hopefully, you probably got it going on too. You know somebody who does. You can help them. Fuck it. You can help me. Like, could you help me with it? Like, whatever it is I'm talking about. Bottom line is, honey, I've been taking these Chill tablets. And look, I'm taking extra supplements nowadays, you know, collagen supplements, probiotics, and now the Chill, and that's supposed to help with like hot flashes and night sweats and mood swings and even weight management and stuff, right? But that shit is making me hungry. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The shit has got me hungry. I know that when you're not sleeping and your hours are all flipped upside down, I understand how that could make you hungrier at times you normally wouldn't be, because your body is thinking it's time to eat when you really just didn't go to bed, or you just got up early like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then by 9 o'clock a.m. you starving. That's because my body is confused. Nevertheless, I'm just letting y'all know that my ass is a mess around here, and I did not sleep in. I just didn't get up till after 2 p.m. because I went to bed at 5 a.m. And I don't think that that's sleeping in, and I don't want nobody calling me names like lazy or nothing. Just saying. Beauty is her name. Would you say? You asked me if it were. I'm looking at another part of the chat. Does it work? I don't know, because I'm on my first bottle. And I'm almost through the month. I've probably been taking them for 3 weeks. Now, here, let me tell you this. What I didn't do, I cheated a little bit. Because, y'all, I hate taking vitamins because they be tasting like it. And even though they're capsules or tablets or whatever, it still be tasting like it. Even if it's just sitting on top of your tongue waiting to go down with the drink, it's just still, it tastes like it. So I don't really like it that much. And I'm taking these collagen supplements too. So they come in this big, gigantic horse tablet form, and they taste like it. And I don't like how either of them taste, but I'm taking them both. Oh, I also take hyaluronic acid tablets too. Is it working? I don't know. It's supposed to make me look youthful. Is that working? I don't know. But the Chill, I don't know if that's working, because part of it is I haven't been taking it as directed, because I don't like the taste of it. It's in the tap, you know, that herb taste. I don't like it. So you're supposed to take 3. I have to take 2 of the collagen tablets and 3 of the Chill tablets. So I cheat and I take the 2 collagen tablets and I take 2 of the Chill tablets. So I don't know if it works. I still feel like I'm getting hot flashes. I don't know if it's just because it's too early. I don't know if it's because I'm not taking the amount as directed. I don't know. I don't like how it tastes. And I don't want to have to take that third one, but I might have to. But I said for the first month, I'm just going to try it to see if this is working. Have y'all seen the advertisements? They say all the mental chill girls are getting skinny. I don't know if they are, because I'm hungry. And I don't know. Oh, Beauty is her name. Said you first have to take the corrector. But I don't like how it tastes. All right, Beauty is her name. I'll take the 3. And then we'll see. I just don't know. I just don't know. Who's in here? Who in here? Hey, Donna Michi is here. Only me 23. Leo Lady. Hey, let's talk about it all. Michi 3. Beauty is her name. Hey, Real. Hey, Lexi Moon. Hey, my name is not girl. Life ain't over. My tie. Happy to be happy. Allegedly. In Harmon. Hi. Hi, Golden Pearl. Hey, CS. Hey, Lexi the Law Nerd. Tell them, girl, what they need to do. They need to hit that motherfucking like button. Okay? Tell them. I don't know what's wrong with them. Okay? All right. Yes, Lexi the Law Nerd is speaking for all of the V-Stylers when we say, we hope you all are safe, warm, and dry. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What else is going on? Hey, Coffee is Brewing. Pen Pal 50. Granny the Great. Who else? Justin's mom is here. Make Beauty Forever. Okay, it's here. Sound check Annette. Omen Johnson's had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some ducks. E-I-E-I-O. In the quack, quack. There, here, quack, there, quack, everywhere. Old MacDonald had, I'm sorry, Old Mac Johnson's had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Hey, yes, okay. Yes, Pimp Out 50 Diva Ray. The Real Brown Family Chronicles, Shark Tank Life. Hi. Forever Tea. Anybody else? Southside Chi-Town. Hi. Hi. Hi, y'all. Okay, I think I got y'all. Okay. Dim folks, hi. If I missed anybody, please forgive me, Jesus. Jesus. Honey, say that. Hey, Mary Willis. Hey, Sensible Creations. Hey, CJ. Uh-oh, what you saying? CJ has said, I had hot flashes for almost 10 years. Me too. I was thrown into menopause by a procedure that blocked my fallopian tubes. Ooh, Jesus. The beard that grew on my face shocked me. If I was a dude, I would have been fly. My God, CJ, stop it. Stop it, girl. I mean, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what you said. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Because you said if you was a nigga, you'd be fine. Not that you would be fly. Okay, Jesus. CJ. I can say that I don't have facial hair issues per se. Definitely, I haven't had anything on the chin, praise God. I've always had like a little peach fuzz, what's up, my nigga? Little something, like, little something. But, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Haven't had that per se. I do feel, though, that I have noticed that, like, when I do see, like, hair, like the peach fuzz is not, I don't know, because I can see peach fuzz on my face. That I can see. But it don't feel the way it used to. I could say that. I don't know. But girl, you had me hollering over here talking about if you was a dude. Hey the woman he chose. Them folks. What you say? I like the PCOS support from that same black girl. You do like the PCOS? Nice, nice. A whole lot of mocha. Say your sleep pattern being off doesn't equate to being lazy. Understandable. Thank you so much for understanding. But my sleep pattern has been off for months now, for real. Actually, before that, because even when I was working, the last few years, I still might wake up. I might go to sleep 10:30, and I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be up. And that was the worst. I just hated that sometimes. Anyway, them folks said I love the I bought the collagen powder. I haven't tried it yet. You said it's okay. So it says it's unflavored, but is it? So you mean I could have had it in my tea tonight? I could have had the collagen powder in here. It does work, and you cannot taste it if you get the unflavored. I think I got the unflavored. Is there more than one kind? I'm gonna get it. I mean, I'm gonna try it. I don't know why. Do you know I got collagen powder here right now from Skinny Fit that I've had for months, never used? Shit, I might have had it for a year. I hope it ain't expired. I think I had it for a year now. Not used, and I got a whole thing of the Black Girl Vitamins collagen. I think I even have some simple, what's that other one? Starts with an S. They always advertise it with the mango flavor. I know they have other flavors. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh, shit. I can't think of the name of it. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Y'all know who I'm talking about? They always have the commercials. It comes in a white bottle. Shit, I can't think of the name of it. Nobody else? No, not sea moss. It's another collagen, but it's liquid collagen. Nobody's saying it. Well, anyway. Wait, what you say? Good Judy. Good Judy said I was taking magnesium gummies. Wait a minute, hold on. You're getting away from me. Don't get away from me. Stay right here. Okay. Okay, you said I was taking magnesium gummies, and if you take it in a good enough time before bed, you will get knocked out. Really? I drank my first packet of my, what is it, AG1 greens for nighttime and was out. Really? Now, I will say this. I bought some magnesium spray. I be spraying that. They say if you spray that at the bottom of your feet, it's supposed to help extract toxins and help with pain and whatnot, I guess, throughout your body. I also have been spraying it, okay, because the weather, while y'all are having really crazy weather at other parts of the country, here in California, it has been kind of rainy. It is colder than normal, if you ask me. I don't think it gets like this cold normally in January, but it's gotten colder than normal. That cold air and the moisture in the air and the barometric pressure really impacts my joints, like my knees and ankles and stuff. Like I got some swelling right now as we speak. But I have been spraying it. When I think about it, I'll spray magnesium on my knees or in my ankles, and it could be my imagination, but it does work. Okay, can I tell y'all a secret? Oh my God, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Look, if you all are new to this channel and you're like that, we came over here to talk about Evelyn. We gonna get to Evelyn. We're gonna get to Evelyn and this whole situation with her daughter and the game. I promise you we are. But first, right now, I have to make a confession. And I know that you all are going to make fun of me. But I don't care. Not really. Kinda. But not a whole lot. I don't exactly care. I do a little though. Look! Hi, Bell Towers, my home. Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened, what I did. Are y'all ready? Put a 3 in the chat if you're ready and you're gonna love me, no matter what it is that I say next. I'll wait. Promise me that whatever I'm about to say, y'all gonna still love me. Okay. Oh, thank you, Bell Towers, my home. She said 15 because she loves me 5 times 3. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, Bell Towers, my home. I'm gonna keep this right here because it's gonna encourage me to tell my story. Okay. Child, no, the woman he chose. I ain't even highlighting that message. No. No, no, and no, child. That's a wrap. All right, let me tell y'all, okay? No, you didn't do this a whole lot of mocha. Trust me, you didn't do this. Nobody has done this but me. Nobody. Nobody in the history of anything have done this. Nobody did this but me. Okay, so actually, hold on. Please hold. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. This deserves show and tell. So, because I have pretty bad back pain, because I have degenerative arthritis in my back. But I've also, I've been in a couple of car accidents, had a couple slips and falls that have just sent my body into a whole different kind of situation. You know what I mean? I'm just a clumsy old lady around here, okay? With aches and motherfucking pains all the damn time, right? So, wait, not a... How am I acting like her? How? Now I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This is real talk, okay? Okay, listen. Are y'all with me? Are we still vibing on that 3 vibe? Okay. So now listen. So I have my fibro, I have this arthritis, and I'm just fucked up. Okay? I'm just fucked up. Body just fucked up. Okay? But I get really, really, really bad lower back pain, like daily, like all the time. Okay. Sometimes the pain gets, even more intense, like in the shoulders and neck after stress, like kind of like most people. But that lower back is a thing. Okay. I just mentioned that sometimes even with the knees and the ankles, it's a problem. Okay. So I had been prescribed lidocaine patches. Okay. So when you go to wait, what? You got a gummy script. What's a gummy script? Forever Tea, what's that? What is that? Now listen, y'all, listen, okay? So I get prescribed lidocaine patches. And the lidocaine patches that I get prescribed, can y'all see? Ooh. Oh, is it because it's, y'all see them? See, it says lidocaine. Let me see. Is that better? I don't know, but y'all get it, right? Lidocaine patches, they're 5%. Okay, 5%. Yeah, let me do that. There we go. I think y'all can kind of see it there. 5% lidocaine patches, okay? These bad boys are awesome. Okay? 5%. Okay, that's prescriptive level lidocaine. Okay? Love them. Y'all, if y'all ever have any kind of pain, get you some lidocaine patches. Now, let's be clear. You can buy lidocaine patches over the counter, okay? But these are a little stronger. The ones that you get over the counter are these. These are 4% patches, okay? Let me show you that. Okay, y'all see these? I buy them from Amazon now. I used to go get them at like CVS or in the grocery store in the pharmacy area. You could get them. And they're not expensive, but when you wear them as much as I do, like I wear them daily. Like I use at least one pad a day. Okay, so or a night, because if I'm like really in pain or something's going on, I might put on one during the day. It's supposed to be good for 12 hours. I can't say that that's been my experience, but it does help for a few hours, and it really does help. Like it helps me with going to sleep and all that. So anyway, so these cost me, okay, now I want to say they run about, put it this way, I get a 90-day supply. When it's prescribed to me, 90-day supply, which is basically 90 lidocaine pads, okay? 90 of these pads cost $895 without insurance, okay? All right, without insurance. So, but I was able to get one of those discount, what do you call them? Like those drug discount cards or whatever. So they were able to give it to me for, well, it went up. So like $100, $120 for the 90. But this is 5% patches. Now, because I have been here and didn't want to spend the hundreds of dollars for the stronger version, I would go to the drugstore and get, the over-the-counter ones. CVS has them. All the drugstores have them or whatnot. I found, though, that if you buy them on Amazon, they're cheaper, okay? So, but these are the 4% pads. These are 4%. Are we following? Just so we're clear, these are 5%. You can't buy 5% over the counter, but you can buy 4%. All right, 4% legally, you get them over the counter. The ones I get from Amazon, I think I pay $15. I think like $16 for a pack of, does it come with a pack of 15? I think it comes with a pack of about 15 of them in there. So they're like cheaper, much cheaper to get them that way. But I noticed that I would have to wear a couple of pads, and then they still wasn't really working as strong, as well as the 5%. Of course, it's not. They work, but not, as much. Or it's easy, and they don't adhere to your body as well. Okay. All right. So now here's the thing. So I didn't want to go back and get this prescription because it's expensive, right? If I don't have to pay $100, I don't want to have to pay $100 some. So I went online and I was looking up because I also get like lidocaine cream, but it's real sticky and thick. So I can use that like on my knees or something, but I don't really, or I guess I could put it on my back, but it's sticky, y'all. So I don't like to put it on my knees and ankles unless I'm going to have pajama pants on, which is almost never because I don't like things on my legs when I'm asleep. All right, I just don't like it, and I don't. So I was like, well, I do have the lidocaine cream. They do have the roll-on lidocaine too, but the roll-on to me doesn't roll on as well. Okay, so there's a thing there. But I was looking and I came across this lidocaine 5% cream. I said, wait a minute. The roll on that I have is 4% because I got it over the counter. These patches here, the cheaper ones, are 4% that you get over the counter. Okay. I don't want to go and pay the $100 and something for these 5% patches. I don't. Let's find another solution. So I came across 5% cream. I said, what? 5% cream? So I went and got it. It's 5% cream. Wait, let me show you. Wait. Yeah. Wait, can you see it? See how that's 5% cream? See? Lidocaine, 5% cream. I said, oh shit. And I can't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't even that expensive. I want to say it was like maybe 20 some dollars. I said, for this jar of cream? Oh my God. Yes. I was like, okay, I can get it. I'll get this. I used it. I put it on my knees a little bit. I put it on the ankles. I said, this is working. It's working. I love it. I think I like this cream. This is great. And then the other day, I was just trying to figure out, I'm trying to think, what did I looked this cream up for a reason. Because okay, so I was reading the cream because I was trying to think, okay, I can put it on my back, I can put it on my knees and ankles. This is great. Like, how is there a limit to it? So I looked it up. And on the front of it, I didn't read it. I didn't read it. And I promise you, I don't believe that this was in the description. Or did I even read the description? I didn't read this until the other day. Y'all, I'm embarrassed. Why am I putting myself in this position? I'm embarrassed to tell you. I'm going to type it because I can't. I'm going to tell you what it says. I'll make sure I spelled it right. Yeah. Are y'all ready? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't read it. So I just went ahead and went and got the 5% pads and said I'll just pay for it because these are what I need. These were. Mariah, to be quite honest with you, it really did work. I mean, seriously. Look, every day I ain't trying to be funny, but the shit did work on my knees and ankles. No lie. No mother sucking lie. And I want to say one of them nights, I know one of them nights, if not more than one, I had some really bad like neck and back pain. And it worked. So, and then I said to myself, V, why are you tripping? Because you have used preparation H under your eyes. And that worked. So yes, I bought some lidocaine hemorrhoidal cream and it worked. Okay. All right. Now that is that on that. I said it. I told you the truth. Analytical one. I am. Shit. This jar damn near, I mean, it's a quarter of the way. It's a lot in here too. I was like, so I'm guessing, well, I guess they rub it on their stuff when it hurts, whatever. My God. I had no idea. But this cream works. I'm just saying. And all I didn't read the front. I just saw lidocaine 5% cream. And when I was reading, like, it says that it works for like so many hours and that you can reapply after a few hours or whatever. And I'm anyway. So anywho, it is what it TI is, child. I used the hemorrhoidal cream on my knees and they worked. All right. Now, let's get into what we all have been gathered here today to discuss. Oh, shit. I thought I had it pulled up. I thought I had the thing pulled up. Okay, there we go. Bloop. All right. So we are about to watch an interview. It's not even an interview per se. Evelyn Lozada and her daughter Shaniece, they have a podcast together called Drop the Low. Okay, and people come on as guests, and then they chit chat about whatever the fuck is going on in the news and whatnot. And wait a minute. It's only me 23 is in here, right? Hold on. I forgot. I don't know how I forgot. I don't know if only me 23. Well, here, let me do. There's a couple things I need to do. Okay. It just dawned on me. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize I had all this happening as I was telling y'all about the hemorrhoidal cream for your knees. Anywho, only me 23 was around here gifting motherfucking membership. Yeah, she was. She was doing that shit on yesterday, twice, and today. Was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. The day before. Just all kinds of shit. Always doing this. She's always doing it. But did y'all know it was her birthday yesterday? Huh? Did you know? I found out in the Zoom. I found out in the Zoom. Yesterday, and as far as I'm concerned, today too, is only me 23's birthday. Now, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna handle you in a minute, ma'am. I am. I'm gonna get with you in just a second here. But let's get through some of this housekeeping first. It looks like CS is the newest member of Club V. All because of Only Me 23. CS, thank Only Me 23 in the chat, and Only Me 23, thank you, and I love you to death, mamas. Yes. Okay. And then here comes Nikki G gifting 5 damn memberships. Yay. And let's see. Michi 3, B Breezy, Nikki Love. I heard my happiness got you mad. That's hilarious. And it says Olivia Love have all been gifted memberships from Nikki G. Yay! Yay! Y'all better thank Nikki G in the chat. Thank you so much, Nikki G. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you. Mwah. All right. Bell Tower is my home has just sent a super chat. She really, let me get it together. Okay, so try this. Chill. Okay. All right, I can do this. This is what we waited 40 minutes for. Damn it, I'm judging you. No, I thought you was gonna tell us you were pregnant or something. I'm judging this sentence, okay? Damn it, I'm judging you. No. I think you meant now. But see, I'm judging you while you're judging me. You see? I'm judging you. You like it? You like it? Huh? Thank you for the super chat. Bell Tower is my home. Yeah, and this is what you get for fucking with me. Yay! Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Why is she fucking with me, y'all? Why? She likes it up there. She like him, okay? She like it. She like him. Y'all remember Mikey? Ooh, Mikey. Who thought about, I ain't thought about Mikey in 1,000 years. Okay. Thank you, Bell Towers, my home. Hi, Forever Tea. Thank you so much for the super chat. Stop laughing at me. See? That's why I don't like to tell y'all nothing. Okay, now, back to this lady over here who had a birthday yesterday, but was over here blessing people on her birthday. It's a mess, okay? It is a mess, okay? Now, this lady's name, I'm just going to put it right here because that's where she is. Now, Only Me 23, are you still in this damn chat? Please be here. Are you here? Girl, I hope you still here. Okay, she's still here. Okay, good. I see her. Say, okay, good, good. Cause see, you ain't gonna get past me on today. Oh no, oh no. You thought I forgot. And I almost did, but I didn't. That menopause is menopausing, but not that good. Oh yeah, I remember. And so did Baby V. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Smooches. Mwah.
It's your birthday, that's what I heard. Hey, it's time to celebrate, that's the word. Hey, hey. Get the cake, we ready. Let's shake, we ready. Y'all get ready, cause this our groove. It's your birthday, so hit the floor and get ready to move. Yeah, it's that time of year. Yeah, let's make it clear. Yeah, the devil tried to get rid of me, but baby, I'm still here. So let's make a move out to the floor. If you ain't come to party, make your way to the door. We came to get down all over town. Right. Another year around the sun, how that sound? Now cut the cake and give me my crown. Oh yeah, it's your birthday, that's what I heard. Hey, it's time to celebrate, that's the word. Hey, get the cake, we ready. Let's shake, we ready. Y'all get ready, cause this our groove. It's your birthday, so hit the floor and get ready to move. Light the candle and blow them out. We about to celebrate, so let the people scream and shout. Who you with? Are you with me? This funk is where it's supposed to be. Save your money, cause over here this good time is free. Ladies and gentlemen, calling every zodiac sign. Let's turn it up for the birthday folks out here looking fine. It's your birthday, that's what I heard. Hey, it's time to celebrate, that's the word. Hey, hit the cake, we ready. Let's shake, we ready. Y'all get ready, cause this our groove. It's your birthday, so hit the floor and get ready to move. It's your birthday, that's what I heard. Hey, it's time to celebrate, that's the word. Hey, hit the cake, we ready. Let's shake, we ready. So y'all get ready, cause this our groove. It's your birthday, so hit the floor and get ready to move.
All
What you
right.
say?
Uh-oh.
Let's play. You work all week long, letting your hair down tonight can't be wrong. I got a game we can play. Close the doors cause you're gonna wanna stay. Hey. When I play, I win. You know deep within it's not a sin for you to give in. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me. I'ma give you what you need. Let me plant the seed, all I want is you. So call it greed. If you're hungry, I'm willing to feed. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play. Don't be afraid. This was the best game you've ever played. Put your emotions to the side. Don't overthink it, just enjoy the ride. When I play, I win. You know deep within it's not a sin for you to give in. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me.
Okay, let me just say this. First and foremost, I didn't mean to play Let's Play. That was not on purpose. In fact, I hit a button by accident and it played, but that's my motherfucking jam. So therefore, I let it keep on. But at the end of the day, let's play because it's only me 23's birthday. Yes. Only me 23. Thank you so much for everything that you do every time you do it. It's overwhelming at times. So thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Hell, let me get on the big screen to say this. I love you. I appreciate you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you've had a wonderful birthday weekend thus far and that you continue to do so and have a prosperous year, because as much as you give, I hope you get that back tenfold because you deserve it. All right. Thank you so, so much. All right, y'all. Okay, so finally, let's get into the content. All right. Shout out to Native Tribe Urban Media from, his artist, The Native Sound. Okay. It's a musical group. Okay. And they sang and wrote and, did all that. Okay, under the supervision of Native Tribe Urban Media. So shout out to him for the music. Be sure to go and download both of his recent albums that he just dropped, okay? Under the Native Sound. All right. Okay, so now let's get back into this. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives, as you all know, if you've been following this story about Christian Gold, who is the husband of Jennifer Williams of Basketball Wives, then you know that there has been a lot of discussion on the Basketball Wives show the last couple of years because of this marriage or relationship in general that Jen has with Christian Gold, because there have been people who have been reporting this man and all that he's been up to for quite some time. And some of the people that have been contacting folks from the cast and whatnot is our own Kiki, who is one of the victims that was listed in the Christian Gold lawsuit. She is related actually to Evelyn's youngest child, little boy Leo, who she has by, terrible Carl. What's Carl's name? Crawford, who is the cousin of Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford is a former Major League Baseball player. I remember him having like some ridiculous contract, like gigantor contract, right? And then he went on to start a record label and he discovered Meg Thee Stallion. He, for a few years now, he was in, they resolved it recently, but for a few years, they were going back and forth with Rock Nation on who was going to take control or ownership of Meg Thee Stallion and her brand and that sort of thing. So he also, what's the other girl's name? Erica Banks, who is like the bootleg Meg Thee Stallion, if you ask me. I don't know much, but I'm just saying. So anyway, Evelyn has a child by Carl Crawford, and Carl Crawford is cousins with Kiki. So Kiki was actually on the show also sharing information about the fact that she had invested with this guy. She invested with him because she saw him on the show. She's thinking, well, she basically exactly what Christian wanted to happen is what happened. Kiki is a prime example of somebody that would watch the show and think, oh, well, certainly he must be legitimate because he's on national television. He wouldn't be on national television if he was really doing something wrong, right? Also, the fact that she was, related by basically Evelyn's child is her cousin. there's a connection there, and she trusts that if Evelyn is cool with Jen and Jen is married to the man, then that's another reason why you might think that he's safe. All of this is normal thinking, and that's exactly what he wanted people to think. That's precisely how he wanted people to see him so he could get his hands on that much more money. But I digress, okay? So the bottom line is, on that show, Evelyn and Jen, it has been clear that they knew each other. They've known each other over 20 years, had a relationship for the majority of that. But since then there has been a huge breakdown in their relationship, and the final straw of the relationship, what caused it to come to an end, was the fact that much of what Evelyn tried to warn Jen about has come to pass, and Jen didn't take very kindly to the suggestion that her husband was a scammer, allegedly. Okay. And when I say allegedly, I mean, that was the reason why she did it. Not allegedly he's a scammer, because he said we can call him one if those people didn't have their money and they weren't millionaires a year after he was asking them to invest. He said if they aren't millionaires by next year, that people could call him a scammer, and so I'm gonna call him one because he is a scammer. But allegedly, Jen had no idea. You see what I'm saying? Allegedly, she didn't know all this was happening. You know what I'm saying? So what just happened up in here? Up in here, what had happened? Hold on. What's going on around here? Wait. First of all, Bell Tower is my home said there are no bell or hemorrhoid stories in the tower. I'm happy to be there. If you're new to this channel, you need to know that, I have an affinity for bells. Okay, I love bells. And growing up, bells really meant something to me. And I came out here and I was very transparent with these people because they say we family, but I can't tell. Nevertheless, they give me the business about my bells. So when these people get in trouble or they do things they shouldn't do and they know they shouldn't be doing them, I have to send them away. I learned that from this lady named Nyla Says. You go over there and show out if you want to over there. She'll send you to the wall. Girl, I didn't even know what the wall was till I got over there. And she was sending people to it. And I thought to myself, where they do that at? Like, where's this wall and what's that going to do to them? What's the wall going to do? I didn't know. But what I did know is she got them motherfuckers up out of her chat and she sent them over there to that damn wall, and they stood over there too, and they sat there until she said that they could come down. And most of the time she never said they could come down. She just leave them up there. So I said, you know what? Let me get these motherfuckers over here in check. I didn't have nowhere for these motherfuckers to go when they show out over here. So I created a bell tower. A spooky one. And so I send people up there to the bell tower when they show their ass. But then the people go up to the bell tower and then they be talking about they gonna order some wings and they got drinks and they serve martinis and shit. They say they got strippers and I just, these people don't know how to act. And then there's somebody who goes there on a regular basis, and so she goes so much she changed her motherfucking name to Bell Tower is my home. So this is what we're dealing with. So if you're new to this channel, we just want you to understand this is what the fuck is happening right now. Thank you for the super chat. Bell Tower is my home. Bell Tower is my home. She then came over here and gifted 10 memberships. Okay. All right. I see what you did there. I see what you did right there. Uh-huh. Let's see who got them. Okay, hold on. Uh Latasha James, Miss Pisces, Kimberly Bloom, listening and giggling. Okay. Carlise Burke, Dr. Shantae, Susie, Sonia's aluminum foil, wait. Kaylin, no, wait. Callie in the building. I like that. Oh my gosh. Callie in the building. Ew. Unicorn Gym have all been gifted a membership from Bell Tower is my home. You did it. She did it. She did it. She did do it. She did do it. Okay? She did do that. Okay, welcome everybody who are new members to Club V. Y'all better thank Bell Tower is my home in the chat. Bell Tower is my home. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I love you so much with your crazy motherfucking ass. Okay? Oh, girl. All right, so we're getting, okay. Now back to this. So after that had happened, all right, what happened? What was I saying? What happened? How much did I tell you? Okay. 504 said, I stay on my wall. Quasimodo might be in the bell tower. Well, 504. And by the way, when I said y'all that this lady, that Nyla Says lady, if y'all don't know who she is, child, she named the wall after a motherfucker who be staying on there. Just be holding that bitch up. Okay, she just be on the wall. Wait, I want y'all to see my hand. Okay, she just be on the wall like, hey, y'all. Hey, she just be on the wall. She just live on the wall. So since she be over there holding it up, be over there by herself sometimes. Sometimes she throw parties and all kinds of shit, have all kinds of bullshit be going on over her wall. It's because the wall named after her. That Nyla lady had to name the wall behind this person right here. Because she be showing her ass. But she a moderator over here too, so don't mess with her because she'll block you. But leave her alone over here. Y'all don't mess with her. Only I can mess with her. But anyway, thank you so much. Bell Tower is my home. I love y'all. I love all of y'all. Only me 23. Nikki G. Everybody who's just been a blessing on today. Who else already done blessed the children? Who else done blessed the children? Forever T. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I do. Okay. So now back to this damn show. So Evelyn was really close friends with Jen at one time. And then when all of this fallout happened in their relationship, when the fallout took place, a lot of things were said. There were things that Jim, we believe, has been saying to the family. And when I say the family, it appears that Jen has been talking a lot of nasty shit about the people on the show, most specifically Evelyn, and they even bring it up on the show. You know, they bring it up on the show. They're talking to other cast members and making up stories. Jen appears to have told her husband's family things about Evelyn, and that has caused problems. Some of the things that they're out here saying is that because Evelyn has a daughter who is 17 years her junior, she had Shaniece at a young age. And so they have a really good relationship, and in many ways, I would guess they grew up together in many ways, right? Um, and I think that what Jen has really allowed this family to go on to say were things that were disparaging about Evelyn and about her relationship with her child, and that this child is now dating somebody who allegedly was friends with the game's other children's mother. I'll put it that way. Okay. He has multiple kids. I think he has 4 kids. Someone said 3 baby mamas. I don't know if that's true. But the second baby mama, if that's the term we have to use in here, the second baby mama has 2 kids by him, and the mother's name is Tiffany. Tiffany used to have a show on VH1, I think it was, that basically was about her life. It was a reality show about her dating the game. The game was younger than her. I think she had a child. I don't know, but because I thought all the kids were his, but apparently one of the kids on the show was not his. But I think they are still saying he has 4 children. So I don't know if that's the same child we're counting or not. I don't know. But the bottom line is they shared 2 children together, and their life was sort of depicted on screen, obviously. And Evelyn was seen at a couple of events with pictures with Tiffany. And so the rumor was that basically Evelyn's daughter started dating Tiffany's ex-man, and Tiffany was supposedly her friend. But what Evelyn has tried to explain is that they weren't friends. They knew each other. They were friendly. They were colleagues. And yes, they would show up at different events, but that was good for TV and that sort of thing. So anywho, it's also been stated that Evelyn had at some point had a relationship herself, a sexual relationship with the game. Both of them deny that being the truth. And was that it? Oh, and that quite possibly when she was a young, when I say she, I'm sorry, Evelyn's daughter, who is now his, the mother of his youngest child, I believe. Basically, the rumor was that she was a young girl sitting on the game's lap at some point. And now fast forward, here she is. She dated him and then had a child with him. So all of these rumors have been going around now, but they've been stirred up and going around because of Jennifer. And I'm saying it is my belief that it's because of Jennifer. And Jennifer and the things that she has said to this man, her husband's family, that has them coming out here and spewing it. And it was spewed over here too. She said it over here on my channel when she came for the interview. So she actually did an interview. She and Shaniece, her daughter, she actually did an interview with the game on their podcast. And this is part 1, so I'm sure we'll probably come back with part 2. But this is part 1 of the season 2, episode 1 premiere of Drop the Low, okay? And you can find her here on YouTube. All right. Let's play it.
Hey, it's your girl Evelyn Lozada on another episode of Drop the Low. And I know every episode I say I am ecstatic, but baby,
Well, you usually say you're excited.
Yeah,
So
but
yes.
I'm like over the moon today.
And I'm your co-host, Shaniece Hairston. For the first time since the birth of baby Blaze, we are sitting down together on the same set with Jay Sion, the Game Taylor. I call you Jay. Jay is a Grammy-nominated rapper, storyteller, and cultural force whose music has chronicled life, loss, and growth for nearly 2 decades. Get ready for an honest conversation about starting over as a father after 40, co-parenting, family dynamics, accountability, and how life experience shape the man, the music, and the public persona people think they know. AKA my baby daddy. Basically.
I was waiting for it. I'm like,
I mean, that's the most important, like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
title. What
It
do you
is.
think?
I think it is. I think that this is like surreal, you know, because I like talk to you guys every day. But like this is like to see you guys in this setting. It just like reminds me that you know you guys are superstars too. Because I don't see you on that light, you know.
Right.
So this is like super cool to me. I woke up, I was excited to come here, and I was like half like you know family member, and then half like business because like you guys are doing great and it's like one of those podcasts that people are really starting to talk about and get into, and I watch you know most of them in full length, especially the last one, the one that I saw with Gil. That was super dope, and so I wanted to be a part of it, so I'm here.
So, did we need to drop a few episodes for you to want to come on? Because
I'm not
this has
gonna lie.
been like
Hey,
a 6-month
no.
conversation.
Now, let me say this. I have heard most of this interview. And usually I don't do that. I had it playing while I was doing other stuff. And I didn't really intend to listen to as much as I did. But I did listen to most of it. As a spoiler alert, it does appear, from what I gathered, from what I've heard thus far in the interview, I don't believe that the two of them are together anymore. They're not a couple, but that they are co-parenting and have a good co-parenting relationship. Now, that is what I have gathered by what we hear. I'm trying to remember, because I know that we need to look and see. I don't know how old is the game. Age. He's 46. So I don't care for this man. I just don't. I don't care for him. And I personally, look, this is what I will say. You know, I've said this before, that I believe that when you have children, that every person, every individual born into this world comes with purpose. And if I'm to believe that they were purposed to be here in this moment at this time, then I have to also believe it takes two very specific people to get together in order for that particular child to be. Nobody could make me but my mother and my father. So that meant they had to be together. At some point, they were destined to be together for that, right? So I believe that they were destined to be together. And when I say they, I'm coming back to Shaniece and the game. When I say that I feel like they were destined to be together, I believe that because they have a child, and I believe that child has purpose. But my God, I'm glad that they are not together if they aren't, because I see, I don't like this man like that. I don't. And he might be a wonderful father, and I hope that he is, okay? I hope that he is. I don't recall hearing anything crazy about his parenting, but I don't know. I don't pay that much attention. But I don't care for him. I don't care for how that whole thing played out with that young lady that sued him and sued the, I believe she sued VH1 too, or whomever, MTV, whoever the owner of that show was. But there was a show where the game was looking for love. I forgot what She Got Game, I think is what it was going to be called, or I forgot what it was called. I watched it. And I think it was just one season. And there was a girl on there that he allegedly felt up. And I really don't have to say allegedly, because he was found guilty, or not guilty, but liable. Basically, she won her civil lawsuit. I don't know if that was a default judgment. I believe it might have been. I believe he tried to ghost the court. Didn't that attorney over there at Carlos King say, you can't ghost the court now? I think he ghosted the court, and she won that judgment. I think it was like somewhere around $7 to $9 million. And I didn't like how that played out. Now, mind you, do I know these people? No. Do I know everything happened? But I do know that she had enough proof and witnesses and footage to get the results she wanted, I believe. And I believe that he was very obnoxious at times, and whatever. Now, my thing is, why are you trying to mess around with these young ass girls? Now, she is a grown woman. Let me see, how old is she? If he's 46, hold on. Oh, well, I do know this. So if Evelyn, I believe this is the case anyway. If Evelyn is 50 and she had Shaniece as 17, that means she's 33. I guess it's not too crazy that she could get with a guy that much older. She does seem pretty mature, so I'm not even going to trip off of that. And I guess these men, they going to do what they going to do. I just don't like this guy for her. I just don't. I don't. Okay, let's listen.
You know what it was? I wanted to, like, number one, with me, I gotta get my hair braided, because I was going through a weird I didn't my hair wasn't long enough for braids when y'all first started, and I was going through the weird afro stage. So I'm like, let me get my life together. Give me another 2 months, and I didn't want them braids where they right at the edge. As soon as you smile, your forehead bleed. Right. So I'm like, give me a little time and let me grow the hair out a little bit, and then I come on with a wave cap, which is crazy.
That's what I was about to say. Well, where are your braids now?
You just got them done 2 days ago.
They here, but the wave cap, I got the suede wave cap. It matched the aesthetics, everything's going,
You look really nice.
Thank
Color
you.
looks great on you.
Appreciate it.
You guys are really good-looking people.
Yeah, thank you. We think the same thing about you.
You know what? Thank you.
You just had your 50th birthday.
I did.
And I remind you all the time of how good you look at 50, and not to slight anyone else, but when I was younger, you can remember when you were younger, 50-year-old people look I don't know what the hell was going on. They look like George Jefferson.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Or so, the Golden Girls.
Right. Yeah. No, literally.
They were your age.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Younger.
literally were younger. Some were 40-something on the show, which is crazy. But, it's different times, man.
You think you look good for your age?
I look good.
Too?
I look great. Yeah.
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 Okay, so this just a fun fact. Drop the low. So when Shaw and I were talking about doing a podcast, I was like, all right, should we do this? Should we not? You are the first person that I reached out to, and you were like, yo, absolutely, you should do it.
Yeah.
So not only did he co-sign this platform, he also gave us the name Drop the Low.
Yeah.
He even approved the logo. Mm-hmm. So, and that's one thing that I've learned about you through this journey of us being a family.
Yeah.
You are so smart and you're so witty that even when you gave me the name, a couple of days later, I was like, hey, do you have any other names? And you were like, nah, that's it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like you just knew that that's it. So we're grateful and we thank you that you've been supportive
yeah.
and that you're here today and we're excited. But yeah, he gave the name for the
And I
podcast.
appreciate y'all taking my input. But the thing about it, it was just like it came to me, and I like, and when things come to me, like like really hit me, they're like cemented in my brain, and I just knew it would work. And it's easy to say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you ask anyone that has never heard of your podcast, would you come on our podcast? And they say, yeah, what's it called? And you're like, it's called Drop the Low. The first thing they're gonna think is, oh, that's dope, right? It's in like everyday use context. It's not going to get old because we're in a like technology age where your children or
Right.
your baby daddy or your significant other, like you like drop the low, I'll pull up, so it's like Lozada. It just worked,
Right.
and I'm
Right.
glad that like it's really really going well for you.
So you are really
Okay. Um, Bell Tower is my home. Thank you so much for the super chat. Game as your baby daddy isn't a flex, it should be a secret. Game as your baby daddy isn't a flex, it should be a secret. I know, I know. She's such a pretty girl, and she seems like a nice person. You know what I mean? She seems like she's a good daughter. Apparently, she's a good mother. She's smart. She is a yogi, if you will. Like she's real zen, stays out the way. I mean, I like her. Oh, but not him. I don't like him. I don't. Bell Tower is my home. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wait, having enough hair for braids is having your life together? It did sound like that's what he was saying. Sonya, let's work on them edges, girl. You stupid. You are dumb. I can't. Girl, thank you for the super chat. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it.
creative with your like ideas, and obviously you are in music. So did you ever hear Michael Jackson, that interview, when he's like, whenever he has an idea, he feels like it came from source
Yeah.
itself? Do you feel that way when you come up with something?
I feel I wouldn't say I haven't had that thought, but I think that like I'm real energy based. So I mean it comes from somewhere. And if you believe in any higher power, like no matter what religion or where you are on your, journey through life, if you believe in energy, then it's coming from a place that is like obviously outsourced or really deep inside you. So yeah, I think it has more like when for me per se, I think it has more to do with like just following your heart. Like I don't second guess my heart. Like if my heart tells me that this is it, I just roll with that.
Right.
So when you think about your legacy, when you think about it now, knowing all your kids are watching, how do you finish this chapter of your legacy? Not that it's finished, but how do you finish this particular segment and you go on to another one, because you are dropping a new album, so
Yeah,
you're still continuing the legacy.
yeah. It gets real. I'm like notably the guy that said, you 38 and you're still rapping. I'm 26, so is the Doves. When I was 26, I guess I never thought I would be 38. So when I was taking, small little shots at like the older rappers at that point in time, I just wasn't being realistic. And then when I turned 38 on my 38th birthday, like the whole joke was, now you're 38. Like, should you still be rapping?
Let me say this. I always think it's so dumb when people think that they are clowning somebody because of their age. Like, and why somebody has to even hide their age. Like, I guess I get why like actors and actresses don't like to tell their age, because a lot of times they have to play characters that may if someone knows what your age is, they're going to have trouble sometimes reconciling the age you may be playing on screen. So I see that that's a thing. Like they don't want to get in the anybody's conscience about what someone's age might really be. If you guys recall, when I interviewed Richard Lawson and I asked him about his daughter Bianca, who many know her from Queen Sugar. She played Ralph Angel's wife. She played the age of 17. He said for 17 years because she looks so young. Evidently, she is, from the Queen Sugar, she is like 20 years or 15 years older than Ralph Angel in real life, but they look like they match, age wise or whatever. So, anyway, long story short, I never understood why people thought it was a flex to say that they were young, as if to suggest that being old isn't a gift. It's the dumbest shit. Don't you want to get old? If you don't get old, you get deleted. There's no living young for the rest of your life. What are we talking about here? It's the dumbest shit ever. Oh, that old bitch. Or life is over because you reached a certain age. It's the weirdest shit ever. So I get that. So I hear what he's saying, and I just think it's stupid that. And then the fact that, it's one thing to say some dumb shit, but they put the shit on wax. He said that dumb shit on wax. Talking about somebody's age. So anyway, okay, let's listen.
But then after seeing the Clips dropping the album, they're both older than me. And they're both very skilled rappers. They Grammy nominated right now for, probably album of the year. And Malice is like 51 or 52. And they both look like they're in their 30s and they both rap at a high caliber. So seeing guys like that, like I think Rick Ross is older than me, 2 Chainz is older than me. Obviously Nas just put out an album with DJ Premier. They're older than me. So being able to see your peers rap well into, their 40s and 50s was like a motivation for me to like really keep going. Not that I wouldn't if they weren't, but like it's just dope to see that the best rappers in the world are still rappers that were a little bit ahead of me and are still in my class.
Right. I will say I listened to the mixtape that you dropped. I was like, let me listen to this, and let me see if he still got it. And I'm in the car. I was like, this is so good. Like it was really, really good. Isn't it? It's number 1, right?
It was number 1 with a drop, but again, it's just a mixtape, so there wasn't much promo behind it because the mixtape was basically the reason I called it Every Movie Needs a Trailer because it was just a teaser before the album. My focus is really on my album. I did the mixtape in a few days. Both of you guys know how long I've been working on my album, and the stages and changes that I've been going through with finalizing it and getting it ready for release top of the year. But the mixtape was a no-brainer. I don't think about it too much. I go in there, I find dope beats, I rap on them, and then I literally just put it out so that my fans can have something basically while they're in the waiting room,
Yeah.
I want to go back to your age and rapping, right? So do you feel like it's a double standard based on the genre of music and the gender? Because no one's going to be like, why is Mariah Carey still singing?
Right.
No one's going to say that about Mariah. Or J-Lo. Does anyone say that about J-Lo?
No. And I mean, you got to think about.
Well, I will say this. We just had this conversation. I don't know if Legacy Moon is still in the chat. I don't know if Native is watching. But we just had this conversation, the 3 of us. And Native definitely has an opinion about that. It'd be very interesting to have him tell you his opinion. And it makes a lot of sense. Basically, his opinion is much like what Shaniece just said, that no one's going to say Mariah Carey, why is she still singing? That kind of thing. So, very interesting that this is coming up now because we were just talking about it. And Native is putting out music. Y'all gotta never mind. Let me shut up. I was about to tell y'all to harass him, but never mind. I was gonna suggest harass him into rapping. Just tell him he should do it. Anyway, that's right. My Name Is Not Girl said, I still listen to Frank Sinatra. That's right. That is right. Child. Anywho. All right, so let's listen. So let's hear what the game says. He's 46 and he's putting out an album.
Oh, like and I do appreciate R&B in the sense that they can just and rock, right? They can just sing and perform until they're damn near like no more, right? I love that about music, period. Rap, it gets a little tricky because the context, like as you get older, what do you talk about? You know what I'm saying? You can't be talking about the same thing you were when you were younger unless you're still in it. Me, I've always been grassroots in the streets, so I can't say fuck the streets. I can't. Like, that's just every day I'm in the streets. I live in one of the most dangerous cities in the world. You know what I'm saying? I live in a city that has claimed the lives of many rappers, so I can't say that. So for me,
And let me just say, I mean, minus all this extra he just put on here. That's kind of what Native said. And, it made me think about it differently because I think in my mind, I have kind of thought like, I don't know about seeing a new, the thought of a new rapper coming out in their 50s, that did seem odd to me until we had that conversation. It wasn't even that long ago. And it was like, okay, I guess that's a good point that if you still have the gift, you should still be able to use it. Makes sense. And there is a double standard though that, people who are in hip hop just, I guess they're supposed to stop at a certain point, child. I don't know. Say says, writers and producers never stop writing or producing. Rappers put an expiration date on their careers by their content. That's on them. Hip hop artists do not put an expiration date on on their careers. That's a good point. That's a good point. So yeah, I think if you change the context or the content, that would make sense. That would make sense. I mean, honestly, after having that conversation, it did make me think about it differently. So anyway, let's listen and hear what else he says about his new upcoming album.
it's just like I don't run out of content because I'm living every day in real time. I'm balancing fatherhood, I'm balancing neighborhood. I get, phone calls from homies about hood shit. I get phone calls about regular stuff from my kids. Like I'm just I don't know. Like my life is in full motion in a 360. I get hit from all sides and I don't cut any corners with it. I just kind of like take it as it comes. Now, for somebody who's on the outside looking in, they'll probably be like, he too old to do this or he shouldn't be doing that. But like, you don't live my life. And I think that I do well at balancing everything that I need to balance. I'm obviously sitting here, I'm in great health and my mental state is up to par with, where I am in life. And I don't cut no corners with my children. They know exactly who I am. They know who I want them to be, and they know who I am. And they know that there's no way in life, in any shape or form, that I'm going to allow them to walk in my footsteps.
Well, I'm happy that you're here, but I have a bone. I have a big bone to pick with you.
Okay.
How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
I
How did that happen, Jay?
I knew.
It was 49.
Yeah.
It was before 50, technically.
I knew you were in the crunch, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to hit you with that so that by the time you're 60 years old, you have
Wait, what? Oh no, not right now. Don't buffer now. What happened?
a whole like fifth, sixth grader. I didn't want to wait,
No. Hold on, y'all.
any longer because, who knows, we're getting old.
Well, you made Welly a grandmother at like 38.
She was 38. I did
My
make,
grandma
my
was
mom
38.
was a grandmother at 38
Oh, well, so there it is.
because I had Shaniece so young. But all I know is that I didn't know how to process the
It
information.
happened it happened very quickly.
Yeah,
You know?
like I didn't know how to like process it, right? Like Shaw tells me she's pregnant. Obviously, we have a great private conversation. And I had to sit with it for a little
Yeah,
while because I'm like, I'm gonna be a grandmother.
yeah.
Like this is weird, you know? Like I know I'm
Well,
50.
and you never been a grandmother yet, so I know you were like, what does that look like for me?
What
Right?
does that look like? Like what well, like first of all, what is she having? What is it gonna look like? What is this gonna be? How is my life gonna change? I thought about Leo. He's a young uncle. I thought about so many things. Then when obviously she told me that you were the dad, I was like, oh shit.
Are we in trouble now?
We in trouble now. But I will tell you, I've had people ask me this. They're like, well, how did you feel when you found out that he was the dad? Like how like what? And my initial feeling was I was shocked,
Yeah.
but then I found so much peace and I know how you love your kids and I know how you parent your kids. And I said to myself, you know what? He's a great dad. You know, he's a great dad. And so I found a lot of comfort in that. And now that we've been doing the family thing for some time, I'm like, I couldn't even see my life without Blaze.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're in our lives because I feel like, you and I, like, well, whenever I need advice, I'm doing something, the podcast, whatever, like, it's been good. Like
Yeah.
it flows, We've had a few bumps in the road.
Yeah, for sure.
Shaw's looking like
I mean, but
I'm
it's
talking about us.
yeah, and in all transparency, like that's how it should be. Anything that just goes through like smoothly, straight with no bumps, like you can't grow from that. You can't learn anything from that. And if everything's smooth, somebody's hiding something. They're not being their 100% of their authentic self. One of my first questions to her was, "Did you tell your mom?" Right? I was like, "Did you tell your mom?" And she was like, "Well, I'm gonna just wait a little bit,
Mm.
And so I guess she waited a little bit, and then she told you. And then I
Yeah.
was like, "Did you tell your dad?" And she was like, "No, I'm gonna wait a little bit." But the thing about
Okay, so let's stop for a second. I do think, see, again, this kind of goes back to what I was just saying. I feel like, it takes two very specific people to make a very specific individual. Only my parents could make me. Only your parents can make you. So, in the sense that she loves her grandson to death. So, the grandson couldn't be in their lives if he had not been the father. And I think that that's one of the things she's mentioning. I also will say, look, people, what we know of them is very little, to be quite honest. We don't interact with these people. We don't engage with them on a day-to-day basis. We just get bits and pieces of information. We put it together and we fill in the gaps, or we come to our own conclusions from that. I have, my thoughts about him based upon things I've seen, right? But I respect that maybe he is it does appear that he's a good father. At least that's the appearance of it. I've not heard anybody say anything different, but I don't check for him like that. But it does seem like he's a good father, and that is all that really matters at this point. If Shaniece is well supported, and feels confident and capable of caring for her child, I think that's all that really matters. They seem to have a good working relationship as co-parents. It sounds like they're not together. And I guess I picked that up on some other conversation that'll come out here in a little bit. But that's just what I gathered, that they're not together in that way, but that they consider one another as family. And I think ultimately that is the way it's supposed to be. And he could be all kinds of ways to the public. If he's good to them, that's all that really matters, right? If he's a good father and they have a good working relationship, he takes care of everything he's supposed to take care of, honey, shoot. I mean that's it. That's all that matters. But okay, let's listen.
When she told me, I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. Like I love being a dad, right? Like absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit, and it was uncomfortable for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit. Like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it. And then once it got to me, she had already kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really,
But let's not skip over that game. See, it's stuff like this that I don't like. Because we already know you are avoiding saying what caused her to cry. I keep hearing you say she cried a little bit. I was in shock. She cried a little bit. That wasn't the response that she wanted. What does shock look like? Does shock sound a certain way? Were there certain words you used, sir, that now we're calling it shocked? Did you say some nasty shit to her? Because I'll be honest, I think I remember him saying some real fly, effed up ish out here. Okay? I do think I heard him say some funky ish at one point. And look, again, this ain't my relationship. You know what I'm saying? You go through things with people. I'm just saying, I get it. So they work things out. The problem is when the rest of us find out about it, I'm not going to forgive you like she forgave you. You see what I'm saying? I don't like you, nigga. So I'm not really going to forgive. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Just got a message. So I'm not gonna forgive like she forgave because I don't like him like that. And I can only imagine what slick shit he had to say that would cause this young lady to cry. She didn't just cry because you were shocked. Because I don't know, is shock look like it was this shocked? Was that's what you did? Was it one of those emojis? Is that what it was? Because I don't think that's enough to make her cry. I think you said some shit. I think you calling some shit you said and some shit you did shocked. That's what I think is happening right now. Now, I don't know this to be true, but that's how I feel about it. That's what I think. But I digress. Let's listen. I'm going to go back a little bit. I don't like it. See, because I know that you done skipped over some shit. I don't like it. Now, I like these ladies, but I don't like him. Not my cup of tea. Because, see, I already know you skipping over some shit, buddy. And I sees you. I see your ass. Okay, now let's listen. Listen how he says this. I was shocked and she cried a little bit.
And she was like, well, I'm gonna just wait a little bit, And so I guess she waited a little bit and then she told you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, did you tell your dad? And she was like, no, I'm gonna wait a little bit. But the thing about when she told me, I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. I love being a dad, right? Like I absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit.
Okay. I was shocked as shit. And I don't think that was the reaction she wanted. Well, what does shock look like? Let's keep listening.
And it was uncomfortable
Well,
for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because
huh? You didn't want to make her cry? You made her cry? What you do, sir? What you say to this young lady? You too old to be running around here acting shocked that you might have got somebody pregnant. You know how this shit works. The fuck? You know how this works. So how shocked could you be? But what the fuck is shocked? What does it look like? What does it sound like? I want to know what shocked was because she crying. And you saying you didn't know what to say. I think you said some shit. I feel like you reached for some shit. Hey Bella. I feel like you had something to say.
I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit. You know, like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it. And then once it got to me, she had already like, you know, kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really
I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. What the hell did you do? What you say? See, that's why I don't like you, man. I'm watching.
thrown out to the wayside about that because I didn't want to make her feel like I wasn't excited or I wasn't going to
Supportive.
love the situation because I absolutely love my children. But we got around that, and obviously he's here and he's beautiful and throwing shit across the house. And yeah, he's just a great kid. And then for her being Blaze's mom, like, oh my God, like a gift to a child because she's so calm and her reserve is like immaculate.
Yeah.
And one day he knocked over coffee, like hot ass coffee. And me, I'd be like, pow pow. And she was just like, it's okay. I swear to God, it was like Cinderella came to that motherfucker with the Swiffer. And she was like, it's okay, baby. And just swept it up. And I was like, I would have just get a little pop, little no, little something. But man, she parents with so much grace. And
She does.
I'm just like ecstatic that you're, Blaze's mom, because I know that, because I'd be wild as fuck. So I know that, like, as long as he got you guys, as his little army, like, he's gonna be straight.
And so,
Sorry,
Go
but
ahead.
I feel like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning another child before I got pregnant.
Yeah, true.
Like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
On our first date, you were talking about a Blaze, not him exactly.
Yeah.
But you were talking about a Blaze, so you agree with that.
I do agree with that. I think that, and you
'Cause
know.
we talked about kids.
Yeah, true. But just so you guys know, because you guys are, beautiful women. You guys are still like women, right? But men, right? Men see a baddie, we think like, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
you came to me.
I'm just
Hey,
asking.
I'm just saying, when a man really sees a woman that he likes and it's a baddie, that be our first thought. Like we be thinking like, damn, like I would have a baby by that. So yeah, I'm manifested. I'm manifested.
Gamed.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I mean, I know men might say that shit, but I don't think every one of them wants to impregnate them when they say it. I mean, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But I don't think personally I don't want to believe that every man who says, "Ooh, I could have a baby with that." I mean, that might be a compliment to say, "Ooh, she's so pretty." I'm sure she'd give us beautiful babies, or ooh, maybe, I don't know. I feel like it's sarcasm. It's a joke, ain't it? It's not real. I mean, is it real? They really be thinking I'll get her pregnant and I'm gonna get her pregnant? Like, not most men. Gang. Stop. Man.
Game manifested,
Mm-hmm. So,
So what?
what lessons do you have like from raising your older children that are showing up in how you raise Blaze?
So the thing that I've been finding a little bit different is that I'm
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did he just say that? Hey, Bell Tower is my home. Thank you for the super chat. Can we dissect that still like women comment? Wait, what did he say? When? Uh, when did he say that? When did he say that? When did he say that,
she was like,
y'all?
it's okay, baby, and just swept it up. And I was like, I would have just get a little pop, little no, little
Right.
something. But man, she parents with so much grace.
Wait.
And
She does.
I'm just like ecstatic that you're Blaze's mom, because I know that, because I'd be wild as fuck. So I know that, like, as long as he got you guys, as his little army, like, he's gonna be straight.
And so,
Sorry,
Go
but
ahead.
I feel like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning another child before I got pregnant.
Yeah, true.
Like you manifested Blaze. On
Yeah.
our first date, you were talking about a Blaze, not him exactly,
Yeah.
but you were talking about a Blaze. So you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I think that and
Because we talked about kids.
yeah, true. But just so you guys know, because you guys are, beautiful women. You guys are still like women, right? But men, right? Men see
Oh, right there. What the fuck? What was that question? I mean, what do you mean you're still like women? I think he's just saying you're women, so you do women things. You're women. You experience women stuff. You think like women. You're women. I think that's what he meant. Y'all so silly. Okay, anyway.
a baddie, we think like, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
You came to me.
I'm just
Hey,
asking.
I'm just saying, when a man really sees a woman that that he likes and it's a baddie, that be our first thought. Like, we be thinking like, damn, like I would have a baby by that. So yeah,
That is not
I'm
that is
manifesting.
not
I'm
everybody.
manifesting.
That is not everybody's first thought, game. Now you stop it or you gonna get in trouble. Now you calm down. Okay? Boy, if you don't stop it. Okay, let's listen.
Yeah, game manifested.
Mm-hmm. So what lessons do you have like from raising your older children
Hey, Kiki.
that are showing up in how you raise Blaze?
So the thing that I've been finding a little bit different is that I'm slower. Like, I'm older. I'm like, when I had Harlem, I was 23, Justice, I was 27, and in Cali, I was 30. So I was a little bit young and faster, and it's like, I'm obviously 46, right? I'm still in pretty good shape. And when my son gets to crawling around, like, he down there, so I got to get down there with him. And sometimes these knees don't be kneeing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I think it's a little bit more of a physical challenge. I mean, I'm not on a walker holding a cane, but I'm not running around as fast as I used to. So that's a challenge to be able to. And you guys know, like, I'm out every day doing cardio, and most of most of it is really just to keep up with this grown boy.
Yeah.
So
Do you feel like you so like with me with Blaze, like Blaze gets all the gentle grandparent. Like
Yeah.
I'm so gentle with him on a level that like he could do no wrong. I also think that Leo also gets, because I'm a little bit older, I do a little bit more gentle parenting. Do you
Yeah.
feel like you're going to be like that with Blaze? Because you know how you say, okay, because we grew up during that time where
Yeah.
your mom is going to slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, so me, I establish authority very young. I think that Blaze is 15 months. And at this point, there is no disciplinary actions. He's a baby. He's trying to figure it out. He picks up things, eats off the floor. Shaw's like, it's gonna make his immune system stronger. And I'm like, boy, get this lint out your mouth. And she's just like, let him eat it. And yeah, I mean, I believe it. But again, man, she's a great mom. But me, I think that my my authority kicks in around kindergarten, and then from kindergarten to the age of 10 is where I kind of set in stone who's really in charge, right? So that when he is like in the 5th and 6th grade and he's going to the middle school, that like the fear of upsetting your father is really what a boy needs, right?
Yeah.
It's like Leo with Carl. Like he can sometimes you gotta be a mom, and you're a good mom too. And you a Sag, and you're not no punk, so Leo ain't gonna wild out. But sometimes you try your mom. But if you put Carl on the FaceTime, one look, and if he say I'm getting on a plane, Leo gonna be like, huh,
1,000%.
So it's like from 5 to 10 is where I really establish authority with my sons. My daughter, she's been running over me for 15 years straight, and I allow it. I love her, but also she just last night she wanted to go hang with her friends. I established the same boundaries when she was young. She loves and respects me. I love and respect her. I also respect her young womanhood, and I'm giving her like a rope and letting her pull far and pull far. And last night she was hanging out with her friends. I gave her the time to be in the house. She cut it 30 minutes before that and was in way earlier than I told her to be. And I was like, that's dope. She respects me. She loves me. I reiterated on the fact that I don't want anyone because she getting to the age where her friend group is like some boys, some girls. And I'm like, I don't want anyone putting their hands on you inappropriately. You know how I feel. And she's like, Dad, how many times you going to say that? I said 1,000,000. And she was like, I respect it, understood, I got you, I love you, I'll see you soon. And so very early. And so that when you get to, when you're like 10 or 11, 12, and you get, to your teenage years, you can have a little bit more freedom. And I'm not really on your ass like a parent would be, like our parents were.
Right,
my mama
right.
was trying to whip my ass all the way till I was grown because I never really, listened. And we got beat with all kind of shit and like sent to the room, and we had little like I'll kill my parents, like to yourself, but you would never say it to your mom. And then she comes up there, you want some dinner, and then y'all squash it and stuff like that. But these days, these kids get a little buck and they don't really have no filter, so you gotta like really get on their ass early.
So I have a sidebar question. So because you guys have a little age difference, right?
Right.
How do you feel about Shaw choosing? Because Shaw is younger and she's very into health and wellness.
Right.
I know you are too. You could say that your knees are buckling, but by the way, guys, it's 9 in the morning. Like Jay wanted to do this interview super early in the morning. I said, boy, he is making us work for this fucking interview, But that's something that people wouldn't know about you. Like you're an early bird, you go jog, like you're out there, you work out. So how do you feel about Shaw choosing not to vaccinate Blaze? Because I know I grew up in the era where I'm going to give him whatever the doctor says, but I appreciate it's true, right? But why are you laughing? I appreciate her doing.
Probably doesn't even know.
Yeah.
He's probably like, but she does her research, and I know that there's a connection. Well, they say, I'm not the expert, that there's a connection between vaccinating your kids and autism. Like there's just so much out there. But how do you feel about that?
So me, I'm not really, I came up, we got vaccinated as kids. I'm pretty sure you did. It was just like what you had to do.
Right.
And like now I don't I don't really trust all the vaccinations. So I'm not really versed in, vaccinations. I just don't too much trust vaccinations, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't get a COVID vaccination. I didn't have COVID probably about 20 times at this point, but I fight it with my
20.
immune system and with, my well-being and how I take care of myself, right? Some people need to get vaccinated because they may have immune systems that are not as strong. As far as like her maternal decisions, like I don't challenge her. I just don't challenge her. I know
Right.
that she definitely does research. She definitely knows what she's talking about.
She's an investigator.
She's for sure an investigator. And again, man, she is off to a great start. I know it's only been, a year and some months. But she was also pregnant for 9.5, whatever that was. But I think even with you having Leo and her being as much old as she is, the age gap between her and Leo, she had to like low key parent Leo sometimes. So I mean, she already had the knack for her maternal vibes and instincts and all that. But I don't challenge her. But it goes the same with Aliska when we were young. I didn't challenge her maternal decisions. I didn't challenge her.
Let me ask you a question. So since you had COVID, like how many times, do you feel like that built up your immune system?
I really do.
It's the same as when kids eat dirt.
Eat dirt. Yeah. Yeah. So
Exactly.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna okay the dirt eating. I'm not gonna do it, Shaniece. I'm not. I won't do it. Ay ay ay. Anywho, so just so we're clear, we're just kind of like rolling through and kind of getting the vibe for what their interactions are, what their friendship is, what their relationship is like. And then they're going to get into some of these myths, these accusations that have been tossed around out here on these YouTube streets, but in those reality show streets, okay? So they're going to both, I think, address some questions. I know that Shaniece is. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. I just wanted to stop for a second. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I'm good. Okay. I think. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Wait, unicorn. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's get back into it.
she's saying give your kids one scoop of dirt a week. And they can fight off anything.
I mean, at this age, he's at a funny stage where like we'll find him eating dog food, or he'll lick the floor.
Yeah.
Or yesterday he took his bottle. This is his thing lately, bro. He took his bottle and he goes like this. He spills it. He did like this on the floor, and then he licked it. And like I watched him do this because I was curious to see what he's gonna do, and I'm like, wow. I mean, he is funny. He is funny.
He his own.
He's adorable. I know that.
He his own little man, and I say that like I had Callie she was an easy child to raise. Harlem didn't even really speak to people till he was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
He's so mild
Wait.
mannered and chill.
Wait, what did he say? I'm confused. He said, wait, what? Hold on.
I watched him do this because I was curious to see what he's gonna do, and I'm like, wow. I mean, he is funny. He is funny.
Okay,
He his
wait.
own he his own little man, and I say that like I had Callie she was an easy child to raise. Harlem.
Oh, to raise. Okay, I didn't know what he said. Callie was an easy child to raise. Okay, got it.
Didn't even really speak to people till he was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
He's so mild mannered and chill. Blaze reminds me a lot of King Justice in a lot of ways, as far as a baby, because they're just active. They know what they're doing, but they want you to think that they're trying to figure it out. But he knows what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
just like, but then it's a learning curve too. Like he's trying to figure it out. He needs to be told, don't do that or no, and then he needs to be told, by his mom, it's okay, eat the dirt off the floor. It's gonna make you, strong as Samson one day. But again, that is the beauty of having like two good parents.
Yeah. Did you think it was crazy when you posted Blaze on Christmas and people were saying, "Oh, that's an AI baby"?
Yeah, it was crazy. So the thing is like whenever I post him, people don't know if it's real or if it's him or if it's like a app or something. I'm just like, look, man, my kid is beautiful. It's not. It ain't me. I wish I was as beautiful as he is, but
Right.
we really just got like. I mean, I don't know if I want to call it luck because I feel like I'm a good looking person. She's stunning. You're one of the best looking grandmas on earth.
Thanks, Jay.
No, I mean, you got to give it to yourself. You're 50 years old. And when you say 50 years old, that is like half a century. And so you should really like, I know you got to look, I know you look in the mirror and say, you know what, Ev, like you really are doing great. And I mean, if we opened your DMs right now, you would have YNs to, old niggas in there. Like, hey, so it's like you really got to give yourself and your genetics and your mother, like, her props because you guys are really good looking people.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've gotten into arguments with not arguments, but people are like, "Ugh, where did he get those colored eyes from?" Like, as if it can't happen. It was like
Right.
such a weird thing. And I've even responded to like maybe one person because I don't argue in the comments no more.
Right.
Like, you know what? You've been really good with that too. I feel like you used to troll sometime, like years ago, you would bang on people.
Right.
You don't do that no more.
Because you got to understand, well, number one, you got to understand where it's coming from. It's coming from someone who doesn't really like themselves. And so they like you, right? They like you so much that they're obsessed with you enough.
Okay, let me say this. I see a bunch of y'all in the chat saying, and now look, I'm be honest, I saw a couple of like headlines where people are suggesting that they think that Game has a crush on Evelyn. I think that's funny. Look, I'm not saying I see that necessarily, but a lot of people have been saying that in the chats. What I would say is, you know what? I think I got these comments are smaller than I wanted them to be. We'll fix that. But child, I don't think I don't look. Evelyn's gorgeous. Hell, she in his age group. He 46. So this is a beautiful woman. She has a beautiful daughter, and he has a job with her beautiful daughter, and he doesn't seem to be crossing a line. But she's beautiful, and it could have been one of those things. Hell, maybe he might have a crush on her. I think a lot of dudes out here do. I know somebody who got a big crush on her. I know somebody who got a big crush on her. People be having crushes on her. So he could have had a crush on her and then started dating the daughter. And now they're all cool because they're family. And yeah, I mean, it could be still just innocent. Just innocent. Okay? Now y'all stop this. I don't see this man flirt with this lady. Okay? But I see these people in these chats saying that. Now y'all stop it. Because I honestly don't see. Now, if I see it, I'm going to call it out because I say I don't like this guy. I don't like him. But I like those ladies. So I got my eye on him. And if I pick up on something, I'm going to call that shit out. Now, we watching.
To try to tear you down, which is really them tearing their own selves down from the inside. Because it was like I was telling Sha before, people, we're in the light, right? Like all of us, just we're in the light. So you have millions of followers. You have millions of followers. I have millions of followers. A person that's hiding behind their phone, that has their own insecurities and fucked up life, can easily tell you that you don't look good and then throw their phone on the charger and you can see it or not see it, right? It's so easy to throw a rock and hide a stone when you're not in the light. But
Right.
for those who are in the light,
Throw
we
a
understand that, like, I understand where it's coming
Wait
from.
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He said it's so easy. Let me go back. What did he say? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. What did he say?
And you can see it or not see it, right? It's so easy to throw a rock and hide a stone when you're not in the light.
It's so easy to throw a rock and hide a stone. I don't think that's how that saying went. I think he meant it's so easy to throw a rock and hide your hands? Huh? Isn't that what he meant to say? If you throw a rock and hide a stone, ain't a rock a stone? Stones, rocks. What is we talking about? Is we done or is we finished? Is it one of those kind of moments? Nikki G, I always thought it was throw a rock and hide your hands. That's what I thought. I thought that's how that's supposed to go. But he said if you throw a rock and hide the stone, baby. My God, today. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it. Okay.
But for those who are in the light, we understand that, like, I understand where it's coming from. So it's like the people that hate you are literally your biggest fans, because the people that love you, they don't have time to really zero in on every single thing you're doing. They're busy loving themselves. So it's literally only people who don't love themselves who are trying to get you, down there with them. And I've just, like, never been the guy to, like, dive down. I'll get down there and, like, step on you, like, pull my underwear down and take a shit on you if I really feel like trolling. But for the most part, man, like, thank you for following, because if you look at most of your
You mean when you troll them motherfuckers, you pull your pants down and shit on them? What is we talking about right now? What kind of what? I don't like these analogies. What are these metaphors he throws around? Are they metaphors? What the hell?
hated comments, it's going to say follow back.
Yeah.
Which means that they follow you, they wait, they see it, and they can't wait to tell you that they're having a shitty day again. And God bless them.
Are you surprised that they weaponized the fact that you two had a baby against me on the show? Like, I had a feeling it would happen, but, like, how did you feel about that? Because
They called you a felon.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we get into some of the lies being told, some of the stuff being said. Some of the stuff that has been said on the show. She's going to call out some of these lies. All right. I'm going to go back just a hair because I think that was the big thing about having him on, so he could clear up some of these things that Jen and Christian and Lauren have all been out here spewing and throwing around, and Jackie and some of these other people, just out here gossiping and not really listening and getting all the details. So this is what we're going to get into here. And I think I heard most of this part. I think I did. Let me just check something. Okay, we ready? Okay, here we go.
Comments, it's going to say follow back.
Yeah.
Which means that they follow you, they wait, they see it, and they can't wait to tell you that they're having a shitty day again. And God bless them.
Are you surprised that they weaponized the fact that you two had a baby against me on the show? Like, I had a feeling it would happen, but like, how did you feel about that? Because
They called you a felon.
Yeah. I mean, true.
Are you a
So
felon?
I am. So I don't feel slighted by someone
Yes, you are a
trying
felon.
to.
Now, this was a big one because hold on, I'm trying to get these comments together so we can see each other up in here. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Trying to get y'all together. Okay, trying to get y'all right. Okay, let me see. I don't understand what this does. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I kind of like that. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe that. I kind of like that. What else? I'm trying to get these. I want to get these comments together so we can be seen, honey. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, now we can all see. My God, won't he do it? Sheesh. Okay, so we're going to get into the rumors. Okay, the rumors. Here we go. So, yes, he is a felon. Okay. All right. So, I repeated what I was told. It's a mistake. Obviously, didn't know it, right? They didn't know it. No big deal. What the fuck does it matter? They ain't got shit to do with that nigga over there committing crimes currently. Whatever this man did in his past, obviously, if you know about it, a lot of people know about it. So it wasn't no secret. And evidently, that's a problem, even though that's in his past. But what Christian got going on is in his current. It is in his present and his future. Okay? He got real crimes happening as we speak, being accused of anyway. You feel me? So I think there's a difference. So both of them felons, but one of them still actively, allegedly committing crimes. Allegedly. And allegedly the FBI is checking. Okay? All right, let's listen.
Like throw like my past at me. Yeah, I'm a felon. My mama know I'm a felon. My kids know I'm a felon. My fans know I'm a felon, and that's just what it is. I don't try to duck who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Am I in jail? Absolutely. Made some mistakes in the past. Yes, I have. I was young, a little misguided. My father died a long time ago. Even when he was alive, I didn't really lean on him for advice the way I should have, the way my children can to me. So yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm not like one of those who's gonna hide or, mask my face because I have a fear of somebody being judgmental about who I was at one point in time in my life. What I do know for a fact is anybody that's speaking my name, right, will not say that and if they see me. Because one or two things. Number one, I am a felon. And number two, I'm gonna get off in your ass in person. Like I'm gonna get off in your ass. So you're not gonna even come at me like that. So
Okay, but I don't know if I understand what he means by what he's saying right now. I mean, if they want to say you're a felon, answer them just like you did here. It means nothing, especially coming from a motherfucker like that. Like, at least this man has the potential to make millions still. Okay? And is about to drop an album. They are not the same. Christian is not talented. At least this man got a talent. Okay? They not the same. I mean, they still different. Even though I don't like this man. Okay. Hey, Kiki. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, ooh. Okay. Hey, Kiki. Well, this started because Christian was trading our money as a felon. Game like him or not, he takes care of his kids and don't scam people. So felon wasn't the issue. That part. And that's the other thing. I told Christian, I said, I mean, I didn't tell him in person, but I have said out here that it would have been better for him to come out. Look, it's actually it's a great comeback story to know that he could come out of prison, do well in an MLM, then go on to learn how to trade. If he had just stayed within the guidelines and not be out here trading for people and just talking about his story and then doing the right thing and not scamming people, that would be a great success story. Like who wouldn't want that success story? So nobody's going to be mad if you were a felon as long as you weren't doing the shit that caused you to become one in the first place. People like comeback stories. At least good people do. The hell? So you know what I'm saying? Like Christian, he has so much freaking potential. Just trifling, that's all. Allegedly. He seems very trifling to me. Ooh. All right, let's listen some more.
Do it for the show. Do it on the internet. It's all cute. It's all cool. I can't really snatch my TV off the wall and break it across my knee because I'm mad at you. But when I see you in person, and one day I will, have that same energy. It's all that I ask. I'm not doing the back and forth on the internet. And 10 out of 10 times when people see me in person, they don't have the same energy. So cool. Have at it.
Yeah.
How many felonies do you have?
Oh, you know.
Blaze
you know
is
what?
gonna ask one day.
Yeah.
So
I think like on record,
Hmm?
2 on record.
that's not bad.
It is bad because we live in a
She
three
said that's not bad. Shaniece, stop it now. Now it ain't good, okay? Poor thing. She's so sweet. That's not bad. It's not the end of the world, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's so funny. She said, it's not bad. Okay, wait a minute. Is everything okay? Hold on, let me see. Uh-oh. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Okay, put a 1 in the chat, you guys, if you can hear me and see me okay. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and play this.
state. So it is pretty bad. One of them was a wobbler, so I ended up getting that expunged. And you know, like what a wobbler is
What is a
like
wobbler?
you get to like after a certain amount of time, you can go back in. If you don't commit any more felonies, you can get it to a misdemeanor. So that's where I am with one, and then I'll over time I'll get the other one down, and yeah.
But this was what, like when you were in your 20s? Like what?
Uh,
I'm like,
30s, 30s.
30. Okay.
Okay. All right. What was I gonna say? Now look at here. Look at here. What's wrong with you people? Something's really wrong with you. Okay? Okay. Someone has changed their name. They've changed their name to throwing rocks and hiding stones. Oh my God. A mess. A mess. Who did this? Throwing rocks and hiding stones. Thank you, Throwing Rocks and Hiding Stones, for the super chat. He shit on people? Is that being kinky? Thank you for the super chat. Well, look at here. Throwing Rocks and Hiding Stones. Thank you for the super chat. I love it. Mr. Christina Marilyn Monroe Gold Scammer Williams is worth $10 million. Put respect on his invisible money. Look, if you believe that, I've got swampland in the middle of the desert for you. And it's got a gold mine buried deep, deep, deep in the earth there. I'll give it to you for $10. Okay? No, I don't think. I don't. If you believe that he. This man, these people. What are y'all saying? What y'all got to say? Let me see. What let me get all of the comments. Okay. Can y'all see? Wait, what? My new name, 2 felonies not bad. What? Shut up. 2 felonies not. Don't change your name to that. We already got throwing rocks and hiding stones here. Am I missing anything else? Golden pearls. What you looking for? Okay, let's listen.
Ever since my 40th birthday, I've been like one with God. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like, I'm not saying like I'm Pastor Mace or T.D. Jakes or Kirk Franklin, but I'm doing pretty well with like my faith and where I'm at in life. And I haven't been to jail in a very long time.
Right.
What changed that
Very
40?
little long time.
Callie she hit an age where I start to think about walking her down the aisle one day and her being able to go through, the period stage and like go through those battle these emotions that it takes 2 parents to like really get a child through those times, especially when it's your daughter, like my sons, and I'm just being being honest. When Justice and Harlem were little, I didn't give a fuck. I was their dad. I wasn't apologetic about who I was. Yeah, I loved them, but like if I had to get something done in the streets, I was gonna do it. They have good mothers. I knew they was gonna be all right. My mother is like love her grandchildren, and so I'll be like, I'll go to jail for a little bit, and I wouldn't care. But that's the difference between being young and misguided versus getting older and allowing wisdom to consume you. So now I'm not gonna make the same mistakes that I made when I was younger because I really absolutely adore watching my children grow.
Do you wish to see all your children married with families?
Woo, when
Boys and girls.
yeah,
All
I
of
would love to, but the reality is, and this is the challenge when you have kids older, when you're older. Your mom can say, concur. I think my number one thought, right, about my baby son is that when Blaze is 30, I'll be 75. And I think about Harlem's 22. He'll be 30 in 8 years, and I'll only be like 53 or something like that. But when Blaze is 30, I will be 75. My dad died at 65. My mom's 65 now. My mom has some heart issues. My dad died of a heart attack. Those are my parents. Genetically, I need to be on my wellness and on my shit and being happy and doing things that are going to keep me alive so I can probably live till my son is 50 years old. Because when he is 50, I'm gonna be dead. Let's
I'm
just call
gonna
a spade.
still be here.
I'm not, yo.
Kicking it.
I'm
Don't
just
say
gonna
that.
let everybody know that you're not gonna see a 95-year-old game out here.
Right.
So I have to
You
be.
never know.
Oh, I know. Cause right at about 80, my whiskey and my Hennessy intake is gonna go through the roof. I just wanna, vibe out as an old man, and I don't wanna, have no regrets. But so that's why now, like, I'm just all the way. I'm diving in that pool of parenthood because I'm still young and active. For the most part, I feel great. I feel like I could live to 90 and still be driving around and like, doing my thing. But the reality of it is my mom has had, has a history of a few little, heartaches, and my dad died from a heart attack. So I have to be realistic with my lineage and my, just, who my parents were. And my grandparents didn't live to be, they all kind of made it to their 70s and 80s, but no one made it to 90. And this is who I come from. So I got to be real intentional about loving who I love and really spending time adoring the people I created.
But still, whether you're here or not to see Blaze when he's 50, do you still want to see all your children married with families?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got like, a bucket list of things, like family oriented things that I'd like to see. Like, when you watch Christmas movies and all the kids come through the door with their husband and then the kids fall in, like, I want to be that type of grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
And I want to like do the family dinner and like come down the stairs and like, oh, what's up, Dad? Grandpa. Like I really want that for myself. I want it so much that like I could damn near shed a tear about thinking about the future,
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think for me, especially with the holidays, because obviously Christmas is coming, even though I don't have a full family unit, right? I'm not married. I don't. But for me, it's still special,
Right.
Like that's why I have two Christmas trees. Like I want to bring in the Christmas vibe, and it's even though I'm not married or I don't have that unit, I feel like I have everything I need,
Yeah.
And Blaze for me is just like he's really like cranked it up again for me as far as the holidays because he was a little older,
Yeah.
But I love that because I love the idea of, and I've always desired. I've talked about that here. I've always desired and wanted to have a family unit and be married and all those things. It just didn't work out. So now I'm to a point where I'm like,
Right.
I have everything I need,
Yeah.
So
I
I want grandbaby too. I want one. I can't wait. Oh my God. They're going to be horrible. Oh my God. They're going to be so rotten. Oh my gosh. Okay.
have a reverse reverse feeling about what works out and what didn't work out. I think that your marriages, I feel like they did work out because if
it was
you
only one.
oh yeah, your marriage.
Yeah.
I just assume,
It was
because
short.
NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, YMCA,
That was a good one.
we're just gonna throw that at you. But yeah, so your marriage, I feel like you were married and I feel like your ex-husband is one of your best friends in life. How, from where I'm seated. So I feel like it did work out. I feel
Well,
like
no,
Leo.
because my ex-husband wasn't Carl.
Oh, was it? No, who was it?
No, it was Chad.
I was
Oh,
I
shit.
married Chad.
Oh, so
Yeah, I was thinking
I didn't know
that.
that. I thought you were married to Carl. Were you
No,
guys
we
just
were
engaged?
engaged. We were about to get married. We were planning a wedding, and then
Yeah.
we broke up while we were planning this wedding.
Right.
But no, it was Chad.
So anyway, with the relationship with Chad, with the relationship with Carl, you I'm pretty sure you love
Ciao.
who you are today.
For
So,
sure.
so you can't
Let
say
me just say this. It is such a good thing that Evelyn cleared that shit up. Do you know, I bet the baby people was getting ready to start typing. They were ready to go live. And they were going, child, they was about to say that she was married. That she and Ocho Cinco were still talking and best of friends. If she didn't clear that shit up, The lies. Oh my God. So anyway, no, she did not marry Carl. So she just explained. So no, she was married to Chad Ochocinco Johnson, right? And he and she had a DV situation that took place, I think around 45 days or so, roughly, after their marriage, after their wedding. And that broke them up. So, that was a big deal. Chad never went back to play football after that. Like that was a thing. And, I'm sure a lot of people supported her through that, but I think that there were a lot of people too that even vilified her for saying anything and suggested that because of, her behaviors in the past that we had seen on TV, that somehow justified him causing her physical harm, and it does not. It cannot. You know what I mean? So, so there was a lot that came around that emotionally, mentally. There was a lot going on at that time. So, if they had heard just a piece of that and let him run with that, saying your ex-husband and you look like the best of friends, yeah, that was gonna be a whole thing. A whole thing. Anyway, okay, let's listen.
That things didn't work out. They worked out the way that they were to make you who you were today.
Right.
If you weren't happy in your marriage and you weren't happy, or someone wasn't happy in your engagement, but you made it out just fine, and you have Leo and you and Carl, I seen you and Carl together. It looked like my dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it did work out. And Carl looks like he's doing great. You look like you're doing great. You guys meet at the middle and parent this amazing boy. And so I feel like it did work out. I know people that have been married for 15 years that are fucking miserable,
Right.
that are miserable. And I look at that and I'm like, I feel like I'm doing good, right? Like I'm great. I'm not married yet, but I feel good and I'm happy to be exactly who I am. And I also know people who are, married and thriving. So I think that your happiness and what works out or what you feel didn't work out is like subjective to how you feel when you wake up in the morning. I
Yeah.
feel if you wake up in the morning and you are 100% happy with your being and who you are and the people that you allow into your life, intentionally love you and pour into you like you pour into them, that everything
Yeah.
else will fall into place,
Yeah. I think we have, I mean, obviously, we have a great co-parenting relationship, which leads me to you guys. Like, what is something that both of you have learned about each other through your co-parenting journey together?
You go first.
So um to be honest, she had a way that she thought things should be, or she has a way that she thinks things should be. And I'm not fighting her on that. I think that her thoughts and her outlook on, parenthood and relationship and how a woman should bring a child into the world and what that woman needs and in respect and loyalty and everything, in that pot of gumbo of like how you should treat and respect the woman that you're having a child with. I think that all her views are right. I think that I'm used to doing things my way. I'm also an alpha male. I'm also a Sagittarius. I'm also a very hard person to deal with sometimes because I get bullheaded. And when I put my foot down, it's kind of like it's my way or the highway, which is something I'm still working on. And it's probably got real difficult for her in the beginning stages because she felt like, why are you so
Bullheaded.
yeah, and I'm so
Why are you an asshole? That's what I think she wanted to say, but because the young lady seems to be very sweet, very zen, very kind, nice, generous, and patient. Okay? Because she seems to be all of these things, I believe that's why maybe she didn't say it. But I'm saying it. Okay? You're an asshole. You are an asshole, sir. I don't like him. I don't like him. I like these ladies, but don't like this man. I don't. But okay, let's listen. All right. Ooh.
Like calm and patient and trying to figure it out. And I don't think in the early stages that I gave her enough I gave her enough grace to really live it how she saw fit.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Shaw.
What was the question? To learn about men?
Yeah, like what have you learned? Because co-parenting sometimes, I mean, obviously, it's not easy. You know, co-parenting with someone's not easy, no matter what
Yeah.
the situation is.
We had a few months of like fire with fire, you know?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying that you didn't give me enough grace, because I do agree with you.
Ooh.
And I think a lot of my anger came from you not delivering what the expectations were.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that there. But I think that I had to learn how to, when I'm done with someone, I'm done with them. And because you share a child, you can't necessarily be done with them.
Yeah.
So I think I had to learn how to wrap my mind around the fact that, like, this is for life. Because otherwise I would have been like, you know, would we be sitting here today if we didn't have Blaze? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can
You
see
know,
that.
because otherwise it would have been like, all right.
Yeah, because when you stop talking to somebody, you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you do share,
I mean,
So this is what made me say, okay, they must not be together. But obviously they have a good relationship because A, he's on here, right? There's that. Secondly, he even mentions that he talks to both of them every day or every other day, he said. So they have a great relationship. But them making this distinction that they probably wouldn't even be there otherwise if it was not for the baby. And she says, you know, when I'm done with someone, usually I'm done, but because we have a child, you know, I can't be done, kind of thing. And I get it. And that is true. So true.
I feel like I would have still been on Drop the Low. So I would have been.
But maybe for different reasons,
Oh, yeah,
right?
right.
Because I also do feel like we were meant to cross paths in whatever capacity we were meant to cross paths in. And we were having this conversation the other
I
day
agree.
by, like, well, in my opinion, the universe and God doesn't make mistakes. So
Right.
Blaze was supposed to be here. You were supposed to be Blaze's dad. We were chosen to be his parents. So I think that I just had to learn how to grasp with the fact of, like, okay, this is a situation in which you have to stick around. Me.
Right.
That's not my thing. That's not my dating life. There's like one ex that I ended up being friends with like a year or two after we broke up. But so I think that's what I had to.
yeah, I think I will say I'm proud that we're able to do this.
Yeah.
You know, because there were a few bumps in the road. And I know for you being a new mom,
Yeah.
you know, having to figure out how to co-parent with this person. He's a bullhead, he's a Sagittarius. You're like you're a Gemini, but you got a little, I don't know what
little
you're
Cancer or
rising.
something
Yeah, I don't
in
know
her.
what you're.
Cancer is like Harlem. I feel like I use Harlem, which is my oldest son, as you know, like the foundation for like the model human, right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like you are like calm and chill and non-confrontational and like deserve ultimate respect because of how cool your soul is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like the same way about my son, but my other children they're a little bit different. This kid is just like God's gift to a family. And
Yeah.
I feel like you have a lot of those characteristics, even though Cancer characteristics, even though you are a Gemini. Every other Gemini that I met is like a Sagittarius op, you know, if you will.
I
like
think that's what
we
she was going to.
Yeah.
Well, because even though you are a Gemini, which is what, an air sign,
Yeah.
you still have a little fire.
I like airhead?
Like an air. Is that an airhead?
Hey, yo, because sometimes she be having her blind moments.
Well, you know what? I always laugh at God sometimes because I'm like, you know, it's really interesting the kids that he gives you, right? And the fact that I gave birth to like a yogi is always funny to me because we're the opposite. I'm
Yeah.
very much like you because we are Sages and we are
Right.
bullheaded. So Shanice is blessed because you got two Saggies around
But
you.
I had to be the opposite.
You're right. You're right.
Like, how
You're
else
right.
was
And
I
we
gonna-
look at you like you're crazy sometimes.
Yeah. And me, for me, for me about her, right? Like, I think you're kind of the same way. Like, we talk every day, every other day, about like life in general. But I think that, like, my baby mama is like a special person. She's a real special person. I think she's a better person than I am. She has a way more reserve and like study, calm, almost like a perfect human being head ass nigga. Like I feel like that about you. I don't feel like that about myself. I feel like I'm like got
Yeah, he said, now look, let me say this. This is the ultimate compliment someone could ever give a person. He is, I feel, saying to Shaniece at this moment. But when he said, listen to what he just said, child. The hell?
Crazy sometimes.
yeah, and me, for
Listen.
me, for me about her, right? Like, I think you're kind of the same way. Like, we talk every day, every other day, about like life in general. But I think that, like, my baby mama is like a special person. She's a real special person. I think she's a better person than I am. She has a way more reserve and like study, calm, almost like a perfect human being head ass nigga. Like I feel like that.
Perfect human being head ass nigga. Perfect human being head ass nigga. Who says that? Is that how y'all would say it? Huh? Perfect human being head ass nigga. He was giving her the ultimate compliment though. Okay? He really was. But perfect human being head ass nigga. I mean, really? Just say she's a damn near perfect human being. Period. Perfect human being head ass nigga. Nigga, if you don't go somewhere with this language, you're a whole rapper out here. This is the best you got? You need to get familiar with some words, some new ones. Okay, let's listen, child.
About
Yeah.
you. I don't feel like that about myself. I feel like I'm like got some fucked up shit going and I'm still trying to like balance out my lowrider. But for you, I tell your mom this behind your back. I tell people that ask, like, you are an outstanding human being.
Thank you.
It's a little weird to someone who doesn't know how to appreciate it at times because I never met anyone like you in my life. And I tell everyone that. But the thing that I say the most is that, like, how great of a person you are. And so when I think about who my son will be in the future, like I know he ain't gonna be no punk. I know he's gonna be athletic. I know he's gonna be tall, but I know that his heart and who he is in his soul is gonna be great because of you.
Oh,
And so,
I said that right there, now game, I don't like you. I like what you just said there. I think that's beautiful. Now that right there, when you take everything he said for what it's worth, that was actually a beautiful compliment to give the mother of your child. But you ain't gotta call her a perfect head ass nigga. I mean, oh, perfect human being head ass nigga. Y'all, hold on, y'all. I don't know why Siri in the other room wanted to start playing Brian McKnight, of all people. Anyway, I was like, and then Siri act like she couldn't hear my ass talking. I don't, ass. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. All right, let's listen a little further. I forgot what I was saying, child. Well, I'll figure it out. Let's listen.
So, and I believe that, and I know that wholeheartedly, and I won't let anyone, like no one in the world, like tell me otherwise.
Yeah, you brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
But that says a lot
That was very beautiful. What he said was very beautiful. I didn't see this part where Evelyn was literally teared up, but I that is very sweet. Like you can't even like but that's a wonderful thing to say. And I bet he will always have her back, okay? But I still want to know why she had to cry, sir. Why you made her cry? I don't like you, sir. But I think what you did there was quite nice. Okay. Let's get back into it.
about you and your motherhood, and it says a lot about your mother because I met your mother, and she is that
She's a Sag.
she. Oh yeah.
She's a
So
Sag.
again, she raised you,
Yeah.
and then you raised her, and you figured that out, and a lot of people like you don't get enough credit. Like having a baby at what 17, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
If Callie has a baby at 17, nobody lives. The baby, the daughter, like like I don't like I can't. So the fact that you did that and that you're sitting on the couch and you guys are twin beauties, like that is amazing. And a lot of people out there, hella, we are the judgmental motherfuckers. Like they gonna see this and find a way to pick this apart and tell us we ain't shit, and you over there, greens, beans, potatoes, YMCA, NBA, NFL, like, I look at people saying shit about you and we talk about it. And I tell you, like, we gotta laugh this shit off.
Right.
Because the person that's saying it or the people that are, spraying it, they look in the mirror, they do not love themselves.
Now, this is the reason. One of the reasons why I wanted to watch this is because I definitely wanted to be, as unbiased as possible. Look, as I've stated, I like the ladies. I don't like him, but I at least want to give credit where credit is due. Regardless of whatever, they were meant to be together. I kind of live by the same philosophy of, it takes two very specific people to make you or me or anyone, right? And I think that the two were supposed to cross paths to have that baby. So, I think the fact that they can recognize that and appreciate each other and all that, I think all of that is beautiful because the rest doesn't matter anymore. They are family. They are good with each other. I hope he remains that way. And if he does, if they can maintain this type of relationship, I bet if he ever found out she needed anything, she could get it. You know what I mean? So I think that is fantastic. And then you never know what'll happen in the future. He might even change, soften up even more. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Okay, let's listen.
Right.
I fucking love myself. I know this. She loves herself, and you absolutely adore yourself. So I mean,
I guess you absolutely
people got to
adore
vibrate
yourself.
at their highest frequency, and you
Right.
can't really give a fuck about people like trying to tear you down. And I say that to other celebrities. Like sometimes I see like Cardi B feeling a way about somebody saying some shit. Fuck if you Cardi B, fuck you. Like, fuck you. I'm Cardi B, nigga. Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
So it's like, but I know women are working with different type of emotions and shit like that. But for me, being a man and an alpha male and a Sagittarius male, like, I don't give a fuck who says what. Like, say whatever you want on the internet. But like, if you see me and you say it, then obviously we're gonna have issues.
Right.
Obviously, a baby might be coming to see me in jail or some shit. And you'll have people out there to say, oh, you going to jail at 50. About my family, I am. Absolutely. I thought, how most people say, well, you got a daughter, you better get your shotgun ready. Like, I take that shit literal. Like, if you violate my daughter, I'm going to spend the rest of I've already lived a great life. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm going to do 25 to life for the disrespect of California Dream, period. She knows it. Her mama know it. Everyone that knows me knows it, that I'm going to die about these children. And especially the girl. She shall be protected and respected at all times. That is my princess, and she deserves to live a full life and be as happy as possible. And I'm going to afford her that. Y'all got some white teeth. Y'all got like the whitest teeth.
Really? I feel like
Yeah.
I need to get my whitened.
Yeah, I feel
My
like I got my
coffee.
grilling because my shit like Virgil, like off-white.
You got them whitened.
Yeah. Y'all got white-ass teeth.
What do you feel Blaze deserves most in this life?
Oh,
Sheesh, that's a...
hold on. I didn't even hear the question, but 504 said, we get it. Y'all are Sagittarius. Y'all are silly. Y'all don't let these people live. We're trying to get to the truth, Ruth, because these people been out here lying. Okay? So let's listen. We're going to get into some tea here. Okay? Did y'all hit the like button, though? See? Y'all didn't even hit it. Hit that damn like button. Now listen.
That's a good question. I just feel like he deserves ultimate love.
I had the same answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ultimate love.
Yeah.
He deserves ultimate love, especially in the world that we brought him in, which was a topic of early, like in the early stages when she was like first told me she was pregnant. We talked about the world we were bringing him in and what it was going to look like and what it was going to take to raise him. And I think that I think we got it though. I think we got
Yeah.
it. But ultimate love, and he's been getting that. You obviously cause he loved me, but he don't really fuck with me like that yet. But cause he went shop every single day, all day, and I drop in, pop in to make sure like at this point he know exactly who his dad is, but he loved me the most when it's time when he needs me to get him out the crib. I am the crib lifter upper, and for those 30 seconds, like, he loves me to death. But like that is, at this point right now, that's her child. But I know how parenthood works, and I know that it'll come to a stage where it's daddy, daddy, daddy. And so I'm just super amped about waiting for that. But like the joy that I see in the interactions between them two, it would literally make you cry. And then grandmama, but like over here, like side mama, like he absolutely adores you too. But again, man, you guys
He's
are
funny.
great family members.
Even if I'm traveling, I FaceTime him. I call all the time. Like the other day I called him and then he was in the bed or whatever, and he was like so excited. So like it's nice. Like I've been waiting for this time. I've been waiting for my time to shine, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, he now knows who the fuck I am, So I call him, he'd be like, and he rolled around in the bed and he did his talking, how we were talking earlier, and it's just so cute. I didn't know what this, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my grandson, but I didn't know what this would look like for me. I really didn't. Like, I'm just like, I know I'm going to be a grandmother, but like, God, he has brought so much joy into my life. Like, he's everything to me. Like, I love him so much. Like, I think about him, I look at his pictures, his videos.
Yeah.
Mind you, I do that with my kids, but being like this new title,
Yeah.
I don't know how some grandparents, I've talked about this on here. I didn't have a good grandma.
Right.
You know, like she was the worst. So with him, I'm just like, I want when my time calls for him to be like, my grandmother was so good to me.
Oh, you got that. You
And
got
he's just the best. He's
Yeah.
really, really the best. I know I joke with you and be like, I don't know, about your wild morning
Yeah.
or night, but like it makes sense in our, family circle now. And I'm so grateful. And I know people, like you said, try to tear stuff apart and how did she have a baby by him or whatever, And I'm like, I wish you guys can see, and I'm happy that you're doing this with us
Yeah.
because it's a glimpse into what our real lives look like, and the fact that it may not make sense to y'all, but we love each other and we're really here to support each other with whatever that we have going on. And even you guys, like raising Blaze, like Blaze's birthday, your family here, it was such a vibe and it was so much positivity that everybody that left his birthday party was like, yo,
Yeah.
that was so fun. So like, I'm proud of us, I am. And I'm grateful
Yeah.
for my village.
And I think
Let me say two things. One, the way Ev is so worked up about having this grandbaby, I get it. I don't have a grandbaby, but I want one so badly, and I can just feel what she is saying that she has in this baby. Oh, it just resonates so much. And so to see her so excited, so sweet. Oh my God, that's makes me almost want to cry. And then the second part is, I completely get where she's coming from. A lot of people don't understand family dynamics that differ from anything that they've experienced or anything that they may have seen somewhere else. And the truth is that there are different types of families, different family dynamics in different situations. I have been a part of a blended family all my life to some degree. And so now I have a child, I have one son. I always say he's one son, but he got two baby daddies. I say that all the time. But he also has a bonus mom who I love to death. We spend our holidays together as a family. And it's not traditional. It's not what everybody sees. It's not what everybody understands, but it works for us and we love each other and it is what it is. So I don't want to judge or, judge what they have going on, because as long as that baby is getting all the love and attention and anything that that child needs to have a fulfilling and healthy and safe life, then baby, however it looks is however it looks, as long as that's the end result for the baby, So I'm giving him shit, but it sounds like if nothing else, he knows how to be a daddy. If nothing else, you know what I'm saying? I don't like him, but I used to love watching him and Callie, his little girl. Oh my gosh, she was so freaking adorable. Oh my God. But I used to love watching her get him together, honey. She had him wrapped around her damn finger, and so it was so adorable to watch her. But it seems like he's a good dad. I hadn't heard that he wasn't a good father. I had not heard that. So if he's a good daddy, that's what more can you expect at this point, And it sounds like she's okay with them just having a parenting relationship, a co-parenting relationship. And I think if they can do it, it looks like it's working well. Honey, I've seen some horror stories. I'm blessed. Hold on.
has a relationship with their grandmother that like, and my mom is gonna watch this, and talking about how much I love my grandmother, and she wouldn't feel slighted about that because she knows how much her mother loved me. And when my grandmother passed away, like I damn near went into a little short span of like, I don't want to be here no more. I never lived a day on earth without her talking to me. And I had one of them Texas grandmothers who talk in third person, you know, like, and she calls like herself grandmother. So she'd be like, you know, grandmother is going to be here. And grandmother don't like that. You know, I had one of those grandmothers that talk like that. And still to this day, she even wrecked, her passing even wrecked Thanksgiving for like 4 or 5 years. We couldn't figure it out until, you know, this past one. And I was grateful to see my entire family. You know, I was here and then I went there and I was able to see like all of the people I love again under one roof, joyfully and like really, you know, like happy to be around each other because we had some hard times after she passed. So it's like to be able to have a grandmother, the fact that you had her when you were 17 and that you were 50 and you are a young grandmother and you keep up with yourself and you are able to chase Blaze around, that shit is dope.
Yeah.
That shit is dope. And
The woman he chose said he says he pops in from time to time. He did say that, but I'm gonna hope and believe that he was just being like sarcastic, like he means I don't live there with him, so maybe when I see him, maybe it's every other day. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe he sees him every day. Maybe he sees him 3 to 4 days a week. I don't know. Maybe it was just a figure of speech. I want to believe that. But I hear what you're saying. The woman he chose said, he says he pops in from time to time. He did say that. He did say that. And then I see you said, how much longer till we get to tea? I thought we was getting to the questions. I saw the trailer where she starts asking questions that were being said. Hold on, let's see. We only got about 9 more minutes.
so he's gonna get his grandma.
Now, mind you, this is part 1. So I'm thinking, I hope, Evelyn, Shaniece, the game, don't play with our emotions now. Give us some of this tea that these people out here, you know, trying to lay on y'all. I saw the trailer where y'all get to ask the questions and he gonna straighten the shit out. Ay. I want it to be in this part. Okay, let's see.
He'll have his grandma to when he's like, you know, 30, 40 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are pretty close.
I always say we are close enough. I always,
You'll be here
You'll have
soon,
me.
you know?
but I always say, like, you know, having Shaw so young and being a young grandmom, life makes sense to me now.
Yeah.
You know, having her young and, you know, being on welfare, bumping around the Bronx and just like not knowing life looks like shit. You know, I wouldn't think it would look like this now. And now being a young grandmom, I'm like grateful that I had her when I did,
Yeah.
because, you know, we move and shake around, you know, so.
Yeah.
So let's address.
Wait.
Okay,
go ahead.
I think we're going to do it.
Okay, so I want to take this moment to clear the air on a few things.
Uh-oh.
Okay, are we ready? Are y'all ready? Now we about to get into the tea. We're going to get some direct questions answered. You hear this, Lauren? We're going to straighten out some of this shit that Jen out here let you come out here and telling these people. Now you listen up. Now stop with these lies now. Now you stop it. Now listen. We getting some truth now. Did y'all hit the like button? If y'all want the truth, now we got to hit that like button. Hey, KK Scorpio. What you say? They playing with it because they want you. They want you to watch both of them. Oh, yeah. Well, and I get it. That makes sense. But I think we're about to get some now, though. About to get some of the tea. Okay. Throwing rocks and hiding and said, how long this damn interview has already been 17 hours? What more they got to spend? Thank you so much, Throwing Rocks and Hiding Hands, for the super chat. We watched all this, and the only tea we got is he high stones and got a crush on it. Let's listen, y'all. I'm not messing with y'all no more. That man did not say he got a crush on this lady. He did not say that. I have not seen this man flirt with this woman at all. And that is what, see, and that's what I knew y'all was going to try to do. I told you at the beginning of this shit that I am going to watch this. And if this, y'all be trying to make up shit. Okay, this man I ain't seen him flirt not one moment. Now, y'all stop this. I didn't see him flirt not in their time. He has been very, very respectful to both of these ladies. Now y'all gonna cut it out. Now listen, I told you if I see it, I'll call it out. But I ain't seen this man do nothing wrong. Now y'all gonna stop this and all these blogs out here talking this shit. Okay? Now let's listen.
Right? We're going to go down the rumor mill.
Okay.
Off the top of my head. Did I ever sit on your lap when I was older? I did. But when I was like 12, when I was a
No.
child,
No.
calling you uncle.
No.
Okay.
You hear that? I want to say Lauren came out here saying that, that Evelyn was letting Shaniece sit on, the game's lap and all this, because she allegedly was friends with Tiffany, who is the mother of two of his kids. And, they just created all these narratives. So they're clearing up these here narratives on today. Y'all are not going to be playing on their name. Okay, put some respect on it. Okay, and throwing rocks and hiding stones. Says Rapunzel don't say she an idiot, but it's true. Well, that is correct. That is correct. Okay, let's listen, y'all. Let's focus.
But the thing about that is, like, my own nieces don't sit on number one, I'm not fucking Santa Claus. Number two, I'm not inappropriate with children ever. Like, even my own nieces, as much as I love them, I squeeze them, I hug them. And if they're, let's say when they were 2 and 3 years old, obviously you pick little kids up. They love to be picked up, through in the air, you hug them. But as they get older, you have to respect your unclehood, right? And you have to respect them growing up as young men and young women, right? And so I'm not even on those vibes with my actual nieces and nephews or any of my homies' kids. They're little, they call you Uncle Game, you throw them up, you love them. Anybody that knows me knows that about me. And so when people make up these rumors, again, I think it's like absurd. I laugh the shit off and I just be like, people are absolutely fucking insane. But let's go to the next one.
Yeah, because people are like, I was calling you uncle.
I don't even remember you from no type of time.
Because we didn't meet, right? But okay, so next one.
So that's very important to say. She's saying they hadn't even met one another. They hadn't been around one another. And that is something that they were throwing out there. So here's the next thing.
The mother of your other children and my mom best friends. And was I calling her auntie?
I think about that when I see that, right? I think about it all the time. And I see the multiple pictures of like you with Tiffany, but people have to understand what Hollywood is and what celebrities are, right? Like when you're a celebrity, right? Like you're a celebrity and Tiff is a celebrity, right? Like especially in this town, right? Because she had a show, you're on TV, she's on TV, and celebrities come to celebrity people shit, especially women. Like women go to tastemaker shit, they pull up at baby showers, have a drink, tell you congratulations, nice to meet you, girl. And if I see you again, it's obviously gonna happen again. But I don't think there's ever been a point where you guys were like best friends. Not saying that you wouldn't be, but it's just you have your own best friends. And I know Tiff like the back of my hand. She has a small group of best friends and Evelyn's not in it.
Right.
You're just not in it.
So the woman he chose just said, how was Evelyn so close to Tiff and she'd not be around? And that's the point. They weren't close. They weren't around each other like that. And that's why she didn't know this, they didn't know each other. Another reason why Game wouldn't have met Shaniece. Another reason why Shaniece is suggesting that she never called this lady auntie or anything. They were not friends like that. They were just industry friends, if you will. So yeah. KK Scorpio said people realize pictures with celebrities don't mean a lot. You can read a lot into them. You can't read a lot into them. Yep. Very good point.
Right. And I think, I know Shay Shay touched on this when you were on there, but most people look at a baby shower as a very personal, intimate
Right.
moment. But you're right, because we are in like Hollywood.
Right.
You invite people, your PR person invites people or whatever. Remember when me and Chad pulled up on y'all when you were
Yeah.
filming your show? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys, but you
I
guys
didn't
are.
know you, and I barely knew Chad, but the network thought it was dope. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so we did that. And people would see that and be like,
Yeah, because they all had shows on the same network. So again, I know for you and I, it might seem weird. Like, why was she at this lady's baby shower? And why did you go here? And why did y'all take this picture together? And it's just a matter of they happen to be there at the same time, same place. They don't deal with each other outside of that. They saw each other, the way they intermingle is for business. It's not just personal, it's business too. Because personal is business, it seems like, on some level. So, I mean, they just function differently. And so it's hard for us to wrap our mind around, well, they look like they're close, but they weren't. So.
like, oh, he used to run track with Chad back in the day. I know that. It's like people say what they want, but that's what happens when you're dealing with real classy people that are grown, and we don't do the messes.
And I know that, so I started even feeling like, dang, she's getting dragged into this, because
Right.
so I mean, I try not to really talk about it too much, because it's like I understand and respect that she's private and doing her thing. But when I did the shade room, I responded because I'm like, let me just clear the air.
Okay, next one. Did you ever have sex with my mom? And did we ever have a threesome with my mom?
That is absurd. Like that shit.
No, it was.
And unfortunately, it may sound like, well, my God, why would she say that? Is the type of shit that Lauren was out here spewing. I'm not saying she started the rumor, but she definitely perpetuated it. It was said on the show, I want to believe. And it just, and I don't know, but did Jackie say it at some point? All of that shit right there is messy as fook. It's messy as fook. Okay. And the fact that people would put that out, anyway, let them answer it. I mean, I think we all know what the answer is going to be. I never believed it. But the fact that someone would say it is like, and what are you trying to achieve? So let's listen.
It was, he ran a train on us,
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
did
were
you
both
ever
there
run a train
together.
on us?
That would I damn near did a Prince and walked off
I'm
set.
sorry, I have to ask the question.
The thing about it, and by the way, let
gross.
me know. I'll let you know. Evelyn is a 50-year-old grandma. She's absolutely beautiful. Just so you know, right? But never, what is it? Never have I ever? Is
Right,
that the game?
yeah.
Like never. And we don't even give each other type of energy, those type of vibes. Number one, it's fucking disgusting. Number two, we are like a hard, like a dope ass gangster little family outside of like Star Child here. But yeah, like that's not our vibe, man.
Right.
It's just not our vibe.
Usually when you hear crazy things, right? So like you sitting on his lap at the age of 12, which you were going to St. Dominic's in the Bronx. Like, I don't even know if I traveled to LA at that point.
Yeah.
The point is that we don't know where that rumor started, right?
Yeah.
But this one, I know where that rumor started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just thought but I thought it was so funny that nobody addressed anything, nobody said anything, because I feel like when someone is going in on you and they don't even know who the fuck you are, never
Right.
met you, like somebody not responding to you to me is like the ultimate
Yeah, it
response.
is. It's like literally like putting hands on you when you don't
Yeah.
respond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like some of this shit is so off the wall. Like you literally have to like just sip your tea and keep on going on with your day
Right.
because to address it would like it doesn't need to be addressed. It's so like it's so disturbing that someone would even drum that up and actually like literally like try to throw that into a public forum or a public space that it's just like, you know,
Disgusting.
it is.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Next one. Am I a gold digger?
She's no, I can't say that about you. Number one, you know what I get a lot? I get like, she tried to trap you. And I'd be like,
It was
hey,
the
man.
other way
And you know what
around.
I'd be like, yo,
Oh, she said it was the other way around. Okay. The fuck? Okay, let's listen.
I'm not LeBron. I'm not. If you trap
I'm
me,
not LeBron.
like yo, if you trap me, you're gonna be in the trap, like because I'm gonna like literally give you exactly what you need to, you know, take care of the child and like, and if you're nice to me, like then you know I like, you know, I go the extra mile. You know
Huh?
what I'm saying? But like, no,
What?
I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to them. Is like.
Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Say what now? This is the most inarticulate rapper. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. I gotta hear him out again. What the hell? Okay, here we go.
Like it doesn't need to be addressed. It's so like it's so disturbing that someone would even drum that up and actually like literally like try to throw that into a public forum or a public space that it's just like, you know,
Disgusting.
it is.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Next one. Am I a gold digger?
She's no, I can't say that about you. Number one, you know what I get a lot? I get like, she tried to trap you. And I'd be like,
It was
hey,
the
man.
other way
And you know what
around.
I'd be like, yo, I'm not LeBron. I'm not if you trap
I'm
me,
not LeBron.
like yo, if you trap me, you're gonna be in the trap. Like because I'm gonna like literally give you exactly what you need to, you know, take care of the child and like and if you're nice to me, like then, you know, I like, you know, I go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to them, is like not a gold digger at all. And I know the difference between a gold digger and one that's not, but like everyone that knows me knows that I'm not, you don't gold dig me because you just can't get that off. It's not like I'm one of these like ugly niggas out here who, if I wasn't a celebrity or wasn't a, you know, a superstar rapper, I couldn't get a cute chick. Like I've been able to pull a cute chick my entire life. So it's not like, like those ain't the vibes. Like I'm not insecure. You're not going to use me for money. And that's not even your character anyway. And I mean, if you wanted to be, you could. If you wanted to be, you could. But so could every beautiful woman. And we do live in Los Angeles, you know, and you're from New York. You're from New York, but raised in Florida, and you lived in Texas. And here, like, you could literally, if you wanted to go dig, you could really take niggas for all they worth, but that's just not your character.
I thought it was funny how many stray bullets I was catching because of
Yeah.
this. I said I don't have a dog in that fight. Like
Right.
I'm here by default. You know, people were going in on me like, oh, you know, she groomed her daughter to get him. I'm like, I was not.
She
That
didn't
was
even know.
weird.
She didn't even know.
I didn't know.
What?
And it's like, again, my daughter's a grown woman.
Right.
You know, she is in her early 30s. Who she talks to, not talk, I don't know. We do not ever discuss. Where do we ever talk about, even pre-J, after J? We don't ever talk about, oh, who you're talking to, I don't like, those are not, like, this
Yeah,
is
you
my
didn't even know
daughter.
until you know, and then when you knew, you was
Yeah.
like, I mean, if it's gonna be anybody, let it be the nigga to take care of his kids.
Yeah, you know, so it's kind of like it was so many crazy things. So that was another reason why I was like excited that you were coming here today because I knew, you know, I was going to put
Yeah.
this whole situation, all that craziness to bed.
Hold on one second. So, yes, the woman he chose, yeah, he gave that example that if you try to trap him, he gonna give you exactly what you need, and he'll only give you more if you nice to him. That's what he said. But he said that's not her. But he might do another heifer like that. You know, I don't like that. See what I'm saying? I don't like that kind of talk. at all, because he mean that shit, okay? He means that shit. What else did I see? The woman he chose also said, so Shaniece, he didn't try to trap you. He says he could have any beautiful woman. Um, anyway, I don't know what to think about him. I just don't care for him. And I vaguely remember him saying some real slick shit after it came out that she was pregnant. And I remember him saying something on social media, and they made it sound like he was responding to her. And I can't remember it, but it was kind of slick. I remember reading it, but I can't remember exactly what it said. And I mean, I'm glad they're past that, but I'm telling you, I've never liked this guy. I just haven't. And she seems like such a sweet girl. Let's listen.
Okay. Did I miss any of
I
them?
like this part of y'all should do this with like everybody.
Thank you so much for watching the episode. Such a great interview. We will be having a part 2, so make sure to tune in.
It was so good. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, cool. So you guys go check out Drop the Low. They have a channel out here on YouTube, as a matter of fact. I know somebody will be subscribing. I know someone firsthand. I know they just can't wait to subscribe, child. Let me fix my thingy here, honey. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. How'd y'all hung in there with me tonight. I appreciate it. Baby, when they drop part 2, we're gonna do part 2. We're gonna do part 2. What else is gonna happen? Tomorrow I will be back in the afternoon. I am going to do some Nesto. We got to finish off that video that I started reviewing the other day, last week sometime. We're going to finish off that video, okay? We will do that. I think I'm going to schedule mine for 1:30 my time, which is 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that's what I'm going to plan for, to do my show tomorrow, do some Nesto content there. And yeah, so that'll be after Native Wisdom with Strawberry Sundays, and should be enough time, good amount of time actually, before Lexi Moon goes live for her show tomorrow night. Okay? All right. Oh, by the way, next Saturday, I'm doing the 12 hours with V. Yep, I owe it to you. Got to do it. Got to put it in. Okay? So I'm getting on the plan. We're going to make this happen. But we're going to bounce around. Okay? We're going to bounce around to a couple channels and shit. All right? I'm trying to make it a little more interactive this time. Got to figure out some ways to make it more interactive with you guys in the chat. Gotta figure that out. Yes, yes. Well, all right, you guys. Well, thank you so much, everybody who hung in there. We're going to get out of here. I hope that you all enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed each and every one of you. I want to welcome everybody who gifted memberships tonight, those that gave super chats. Welcome all to the new members to Club V. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to Club V. We are so happy to have you. And looking forward to seeing you the next time we do Zoom. Now, I was going to do a Zoom today. Something happened, so I couldn't. I am not sure if I can do it tomorrow, but we're going to come back out here because we got to get back into Mary. But we also got into that TikToker lady. That TikTok story, we got into that. We got to get back into that too. So I might try to figure out a way to squeeze it in for tomorrow. And we'll just, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll give y'all a hint if it looks like I can pull it off tomorrow. In between time, but in between Legacy Moon and me, basically. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the moderators. I love y'all. I love y'all. And if you didn't do it on the way in, I hope you do it on the way out. And let's hit that damn like button. I hope you subscribed. I know you ain't been over here this whole night and ain't subscribed to me. I know that's a lie from the pit of hell. Okay? So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, and make sure you hype it up too, okay? All right? Hype it up. Hype it up, okay? I hype me up. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I love you guys to pieces. And ain't nothing, not a damn thing you can do about it. Smooches.
VLenore.